And welcome in, everybody. Thanks so much for stopping by here as we are back on Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube, calling play-by-play right now for college basketball. Got a huge matchup in store. Big 12 battle set in store for this one. We have a new number one in town, the number one Baylor Bears, for the first time since the 16-17 season, going up in a huge matchup tonight against the Oklahoma Sooners. This season has been absolutely crazy for college basketball. But what is good, guys? Before I start the stream, make sure to hit the like down below. Hit the subscribe button as well here as I call play-by-play basketball action. What is good, Batman, your mom? Yes, I do. Remember you. Thanks so much for stopping by. I appreciate it. What is good, Patrick? Thanks so much once again for stopping by again here on the stream. Huge game going out in the NBA as well. I'll update you guys throughout the night there with Celtics versus Lakers. Celtics lead at halftime 69-55 right now against the LA Lakers. Hey, what is good, Bradley? Thanks so much for stopping by, my man, on the channel right now. Just awaiting on North Carolina State, Virginia. We're just awaiting for this game to finish up. Then we'll get to the play-by-play of this one. Yep. Yeah, so that's where it was. Michigan State versus Michigan. I've done so many games, man. It's crazy. I do remember your name from one of the streams I did. Okay, so it was Michigan State against Michigan. Awesome. Thanks so much for stopping by. I appreciate it here. Looks like NC State's going to close this one out against Virginia. 27 seconds left to go. Wolfpack up by 5, and then we'll get here to the play-by-play of number one Baylor versus Oklahoma. Baylor favorites on the line, 10.5-point favorites in this game tonight for the Baylor Bears. They are just from top to bottom, just so stacked, locked in defensively so far this year for the Baylor Bears. It's been incredible what they do. Number 6 in college basketball right now, and fewest points allowed this season. Baylor doesn't score that much points, but they're just completely locked in, communicative defensively, and that makes a great team from top to bottom here. They've got a really good bench here, as they've got on their roster for Baylor 8 players averaging 11 minutes or more so far this year. Hey, welcome in, Bill Peters. Thanks so much for stopping by here. Yes, my name is Sal. Bill Peters drops in my friend John's broadcast for some of the streams over on his channel on Off the Wall Hockey. So thanks so much, Bill Peters, for stopping by. Hey, what is good? Faisal, welcome in here to the channel. Somebody new, I appreciate it. I call play-by-play of basketball action. We're going to be tipping off in a couple minutes Baylor versus Oklahoma on this stream. I call play-by-play of college basketball, March Madness tournament, NBA. I appreciate it, man. Thanks so much for stopping by. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure to hit that like down below. Hit that subscribe button as well here, and welcome onto the channel. And also, we're going to go through some of the other scores. There's only one other top 25 game going on tonight in college basketball. Number 14, West Virginia, crushing the living daylight out of Texas. 87-48 is the score. Texas Longhorns, no show today. Basically reminiscent of yesterday's Green Bay Packers. Boston Celtics now start out the third quarter. They lead the LA Lakers at the TD Garden, 72-57. I'll keep you guys updated throughout that matchup throughout the entire night. We're just awaiting North Carolina State, Virginia to finish up, and then we'll be straight into the stream, guys, in like a couple moments. Who do I think's gonna win here? I'm gonna go with Baylor in this game. Top to bottom, Baylor just looks so good and locked in this season. And Oklahoma defensively just struggling this year defensively. I would be shocked if Oklahoma was able to come away and get the W on the road tonight. This game is at Baylor, by the way. Oklahoma, basically the definition of a bubble team here for Oklahoma this season. 0 quality wins, losses to Stanford, Wichita State, Creighton, Iowa State, and Kansas. They have a record of 12-5. Oklahoma with wins against these teams, basically bubble as well or worse. Minnesota, Oregon State, Missouri, Kansas State, Texas, who is getting crushed right now, and TCU, who's got destroyed the last 2 games. Also, they beat William and Mary, the best team at the moment from the CAA. We're just awaiting North Carolina State, Virginia to finish up their game, 52-49, last 27 seconds, and then we'll get straight into the stream. Hey, what is good, Vaughn? Thanks so much for stopping by here. Oh, okay, so Faisal was here. Same thing. Michigan State, Michigan. Awesome. I appreciate it. Thanks so much for stopping by again. So Vaughn is ready to get kicked and punched in the head in the next few days. Don't say that, man. I think you'll do well the next few days. If those kids in class try to bother you or so, just don't get involved with them. You'll be fine, man. If they do try to pull any of that crap, those kids are gonna just get like a suspension and stuff. They're gonna be suspended for like a long time. So yeah, just awaiting NC State, Virginia. Last 25 seconds. It's just taken like a while for this game to finish up. And actually, Virginia trails by 3 as they just got the rebound. They need a 3 to tie with like 18 seconds remaining. And if they do hit the 3, it'll tie it up at 52. And they miss the 3-point shot and it goes out of bounds. That's a killer for Virginia. Stops the clock with like 13 seconds remaining as we're just awaiting this one to start off. I don't think they put it on ESPN News yet either. I just checked. There's nothing over there. They usually put the games that run late to the start of them on ESPN News. Hey, welcome in on Sportscaster. Queen of Kings, thanks so much for stopping by on the channel. I appreciate it. So yeah, not that much tonight for like college basketball. This is just mainly just the one big game tonight for college basketball, and then tomorrow night there's more better games for college basketball. So yeah, we're just awaiting this one to start out, hopefully very, very soon. Who do I think will go to the Final Four? Good question. I think a Big 12 team definitely can. A team from the Big East can. I'm going to say a mid-major will be there, and a team from the Big 10. My Final Four at the moment, I'm going to have Michigan State, Dayton, Seton Hall, and Baylor. So that's my Final Four right now at the moment. Michigan State, Dayton, Seton Hall, and Baylor. Seton Hall looks really good. They're on a hot streak there with Miles Powell. They lost 2 in a row, I think, back in November, but that was without their star player, Miles Powell. He's been phenomenal this season. Michigan State this year, they usually, like, once in a little bit suffer a bad loss like they did at Purdue, but just watch out, like, low-key. I feel like they have a legit shot to win the whole thing for Michigan State. I feel like it would be an awesome story, too. Cassius Winston's one of my favorite players in college basketball. It would just be an incredible story for him to win it. Even, like, with everything that's gone down this year, I feel like it would just, like, the storylines would just be incredible for him. And the Dayton Flyers look good, too. Obi Toppin, he looks like legit, like a top 10 NBA draft pick. The Dayton Flyers are for real. I wouldn't be shocked if they do like split the series against Rhode Island, though Rhode Island's a really scrappy team. They are just undervalued by a bunch of the college basketball analysts. A lot of those college basketball analysts think that Duquesne is better than Rhode Island. They put St. Louis better than them as well. I feel like they could possibly get like a somehow, some way, like a bubble spot for like an 11 or 12 play-in game as well. But Seton Hall looks good, and Baylor top to bottom, best team right now in all of college basketball. So yeah, we're just waiting for this one to start out very, very soon. About 7 seconds left to go. North Carolina State, Virginia, and then we'll get right into this one. Batman puts he gets Baylor, Michigan State, but Dayton. Seton Hall has pushed up, but he doesn't know. It's just so wide open. It really is. Dayton's been, like, crushing teams in, like, the A-10. They played St. Louis close, but I feel like the A-10, they've got, like, a really good, like, top of the conference or so. Dayton, VCU, and then there's, like, a group of them to come out. Richmond, Rhode Island, St. Louis, they're all in that part of that group right there. Like, one of those teams is going to come out. I feel like they're probably going to be, like, a 3-bid league, most likely, because they're a tougher conference than what people actually think about them. Alright, so we're going to get to this action here in just a moment with the play-by-play of this game. Looks like they switched it over to, I think it's on ESPN News right now. Yeah, they got it on ESPN News to the start of this game. So I just switched over. They got it on another channel just to start off the game. Before I start the stream, make sure to hit the like down below, hit the subscribe button as well. #1 in the AP poll for the Baylor Bears, second time in school history. They were back 1 week in January of 2017 at #1. How do they pick the Final Four teams? They do a bracket of 64 teams. It's actually 68, but it's less confusing if I say 64. They pick a bracket of 64 teams, and then they play the first round, and then the 64 gets knocked down to 32. Then they do the second round, 32 gets knocked down to 16. That's where they call it the Sweet 16. After that, the top 16 teams in the bracket play. They knock them down to 8 teams, whoever wins their matchup. And then after that, it's called the Elite 8. And then it's called then after that, it goes to the Final 4. Those are the 4 teams that advance from all their regions of the poll. And then after that, the Final 4 is the national championship game. San Diego State's overrated. Yeah, they haven't played one ranked team as we get to action here. I think they played Creighton, but Creighton is very new to the top 25 as of last week. Baylor gets the tip right now as they dribble the basketball at the left wing perimeter. We just started. Baylor swings it over to the right wing as they have the basketball first here for the Bears. They pass it over into the hands of Devontae Bandu. Right baseline, takes the jumper. This one is up, and this one is good. The Bears strike first in this one, 2-zip. Oklahoma now with the basketball, dribbling to the left wing of the perimeter. Into the hands of Austin Reeves. Reeves now takes the jumper, top of the free throw circle. This one's up. This one is good. Quick 2 by Oklahoma ties this thing up at 2. 2-2, first 45 seconds through the first half right now in the stream. Baylor with the basketball. Once again, second possession. Swings it out, right wing of the perimeter for the Bears as they swing it back out on top. And now over to the left elbow. Back out on top once again. They take the 3 with Jared Butler. It's up, no good. Rattled around with a big offensive rebound. They take the jumper up. This one no good. Hits back iron by Freddie Gillespie. Rebound Oklahoma. Oklahoma get the basketball now. Into the hands of Jamal Bieniemy, the sophomore. He swings it over to the left wing. Hands it off to Austin Reeves with the ball. He swings it back over to the left wing, Davion Harmon. Dishes this one to the right corner, Oklahoma. Right baseline, they dish it back out on top. Harmon swings it back out. They take a 3. This one hits back iron, no good. Rebound Baylor. How good is Gonzaga? Yeah, Gonzaga is just... They're number 2 right now. They're really, really good. The problem with Gonzaga is that they just play easy teams as Baylor scores right up and in off the backboard. That one counts for 2. So yeah, Gonzaga they just play like easy teams. They're part of like a mid-major conference, WCC, West Coast Conference, that there's like not really that many good teams. There's like St. Mary's and people say BYU, but they beat BYU over the weekend. Baylor with the basketball now at the free throw circle. Swings it back outside into the hands of Devontae Bandu. He puts this shot up, no good. Gets rebounded by Oklahoma. Sooners with the ball, 17:40 left to go in the first half. Sooners now, shot fake, Brady Manick going inside. Manick puts it up and in. This game's tied up at 4. 4 even right now in this one. So we have 17:30 left to go in the first half. In my opinion, Baylor deserves number 1 for real. Undefeated against AP top 25 teams, whereas Gonzaga lost to Michigan, and Michigan just keeps on falling down and down. Michigan lost against Iowa back on Friday. That's a 3 taken, and Baylor hits it. From the outside, that one dropping down by Davion Mitchell, the point guard. The Bears lead. Largest lead of this one, 7-4. Through the first 3 minutes of this game, Oklahoma has the basketball. They dribble now to the right wing of the three-point perimeter. Hand it off to Brady Manick. Swings it over to the right wing. Dishes this one over to the left corner. Into the hands of Bieniemy. Bieniemy dribble. Left baseline. Takes the jumper. That one no good off the back rim. Rebounded by the Bears, and they get the basketball into the hands of Bandu. Bandu now at the left wing. Makes his move inside. Spin move into the lane. Puts up the shot. No good. Back iron, but they get the rebound. Puts it back out on top. Baylor. Left baseline dribble. Floats up the shot. We got a lot of contact, and they say whistle a foul on the clock. I think it's committed by Oklahoma. I think as Baylor should be shooting 2 at the free throw line. Yeah, Gonzaga should have a football team. They don't have a football team. They just specialize in basketball. That's all they do. 7-4 to score. We just started a couple of moments ago. 9:37 left to go. Or 17. Yeah, I think it's like 17:37. Or 16:37 left to go in the first half. Got free throws coming up now at the free throw line by Baylor. First one's up. First one is good. Second shot coming up by Baylor. That one is good as well. 9-4 to score. Oh, wow. They did for Gonzaga football. They couldn't find a coach, so they shut down. Wow. That's a right wing 3. Oklahoma takes it. They hit it. That's much needed to get right back in this one. Number 35 for the Sooners. Brady Manick had a big game. Dropped down 31 over the weekend against TCU. Baylor with the basketball top of the key. Patrick would like to see Baylor win it all. That would be interesting. For sure. That would definitely be like interesting because they're not really like a big like basketball school, like rich in tradition, like a Duke or a Kentucky or like somebody like that, like a North Carolina. That would be really interesting. As Oklahoma turns over on the three-point perimeter, here goes Baylor. All the way to the rim. They missed the layup, got blocked, but they got a little bit of help right there with a putback. That one goes up and in by Masio Teague for 2. 11-7 is the score right now. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure to hit the like button down below. Hit the subscribe as I call play-by-play basketball action here on Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. Oklahoma with the ball dribbling at the top of the key. 15 on the shot clock, 15:30 left to go on the game clock in the first half. They swing it back to the left wing here for the Sooners. Sooners trail by 4. Deep 3, they take it. This one's up, no good. Hits the front rim, rebounded by the Bears. Baylor basketball now. Takes it past the half-court logo. They take a 3. This one's up. No good. Hits the back iron. Another offensive rebound by Baylor, though. Low post, and we get a foul. Reach and foul committed by number 35, Brady Manick of Oklahoma. Stops the clock with 15:09 left to go in the first half. Batman's a Michigan fan. Sad seeing them lose much. Yeah, indeed. They need Isaiah Livers back. Isaiah Livers is their best three-point shooter. Man, I feel you guys. You guys saw them struggle probably on Friday against Iowa. Iowa's been like bouncing up and down this year. So right now we get to the first break of the game in this one. Number 1 Baylor leading 11-7 is the score. The good thing about March Madness is that it's basically like whatever college basketball fan you are, it's basically like a whole new season starts up during that day of March. It's basically just a whole new reset to the season. That's basically what it is. Hey, welcome in, Josh. Thanks so much for stopping by on the channel, man. I appreciate it. So currently we're just on break here. We'll get right back to action a couple minutes from now. Taking a look, some of the scores going on NBA. How about them Celtics tonight? Oh, man, they are coming in fired, pumped up. They are destroying the Lakers 90-68 at the TD Garden with 6 minutes left to go in the third quarter. I did not expect that. Wow, 93-68. Celtics just hit a three-point shot as they're under 6 minutes left to go in the third quarter. That's crazy. Wow, Nuggets against the Timberwolves at halftime, close game. 55-54 is the score in that one. Other top 25 games in college basketball, only one other today. Number 14, West Virginia, destroyed Texas, 97-59 the final. That basically is a killer there for Texas. Texas was on the bubble, but that's not going to help when you lose a game by almost 40 points to basically your another conference opponent from the Big 12. So that's a killer there for Texas. They also got destroyed by Providence at the Dunkin' Donuts Center back in December. So they get some really bad losses. That's going to put them right back like before the bubble now, basically. Let's see. Who do I think will win this game? Baylor or Oklahoma? I'm going to go Baylor here. Top to bottom, this Baylor team just looks so good this year. They're just so incredibly deep. Like they have all the like pieces there to make a good team. That's why they're number 1. The only thing that they're not like not as impressive on is the scoring. They don't score like a ton of points, but defensively, they're just locked down defensively. Just so good. Hey, welcome into the channel, Patel. Am I gonna do the next Oregon game? Let's see here. I don't think I'll be able to do the next Oregon game because they put it on, I think, Pac-12 network. I don't get that channel here. I do hopefully plan on do Oregon games coming up in the future. Same as all the other teams that I rotate through here. Let's see what they got on the schedule. I don't think I'll be able to do it, though, because it's Pac-12 network, and I don't get that. Oh, that's way late. Yeah, I can't do that. I'm on the East Coast. Yeah, it's 11 p.m. for me against USC. That's too bad. If they had put that at 9 o'clock on, like, ESPN, that would be nice. But that's at 11 o'clock. So, unfortunately, I can't do that. That game is so late. That's a good matchup, too. 11-7 the score. 15 minutes left to go in the first half as we just get back to action here. Oklahoma with the basketball. Brady Manick swings it over. Left wing to Bienemy. Welcome on the channel, Blue Samurais. Thanks so much for stopping by, man. I appreciate it. If you guys are new, make sure to hit the like down below. Hit the subscribe as I call play-by-play here of basketball action. College basketball, March Madness Tournament, NBA, and Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. Jumper to free throw circle. Oklahoma puts it up, and they hit it for 2. Makes it 11-9. That jumper goes down by number 11, Davion Harmon, the freshman for the Oklahoma Sooners. Baylor with the basketball. They have it at the left wing perimeter for the Bears. 14:30 left to go in the first half. Dribbling now to the top of the key, swings it out to the left wing perimeter. Baylor takes an inside floater, and the key that one rattled around. No good. Ball pinwheels, and they had a chance for another offensive rebound, but Oklahoma coming in, tipping it from behind with Victor Wuakor, and he gets the basketball right back here for Oklahoma. Oklahoma has it left wing into the hands of Bieniemy. Bieniemy now swings it over to the right wing of the perimeter. They have it top of the key, makes their move inside, lots of contact, and that's going to be a charge taken by Baylor at the free throw circle as Austin Reeves slams in to number 45, Davion Mitchell, at the free throw circle. And Baylor got the basketball right back here with 14:07 left to go in the first half. Cool, man. So, Blue Samurai is also live on his channel right now, calling this game. Cool, man. Alright, Baylor has the basketball back. First 6 minutes of the first half right now. They swing it over to the left baseline. Now they go inside, take the jumper. The key, that one rolls around, goes up and in by Tristan Clark for two. It is 13-9. Hey, welcome in, Triet. Thanks so much for stopping by here on the channel, man. I appreciate it. 13:40 left to go in the first half. Oklahoma swings it back out on top. Now they make their move at the free throw circle. They take the jumper. This one's up. Air ball by Oklahoma. They save it, though. Tip it back to the left corner perimeter. They take a three. It's up. It's money. Austin Reeves redeems himself as he committed the offensive foul. The possession before, but this time gets the ball tipped and saved back to him off the air ball. Takes a three. Left corner. Drills it. 13-12 to score. 13:15 left to go in the first half. Bounce pass. Left baseline, and Baylor steps on the baseline out of bounds. Oklahoma will get the basketball back here. So we have 13:15 on the clock. Kyle Kuzma, basically Mamadi Diakite. Yeah, Mamadi Diakite, dyeing his hair too. Same as Kyle Kuzma there with the blonde hair. Man, Lakers are getting crushed right now by the Celtics. I'm going to update you guys with the score. Actually, I do it now. Baylor reaches in, commits the foul. 13:07, so it stops the clock. Celtics killing the Lakers, 97-73. That game's over on TNT. Nuggets, Timberwolves, 55-54 at half. 13 minutes left to go in the first half. Yeah, I am surprised Oklahoma's staying right tight and there with Baylor so far. Oklahoma with an inbound, but Oklahoma State last week, they were up by 12 points at one point against Baylor, and then they blew it in the second half. Oklahoma, right baseline, and they double dribble with the basketball in the key. Turnover by Victor Wuakor of the Sooners, and the ball will go back to Baylor. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure to spike the like down below. Hit the subscribe button as well, as I call play-by-play here. A basketball action on Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. Baylor has the basketball, makes their way inside. Dishes this one back outside to Davion Mitchell. Mitchell, left wing, passes over to the left corner for Baylor, and that is a kicked ball out of bounds. Last touch by Oklahoma, so Baylor will get it back with 12:38 left to go in the first half. So Baylor to inbound this basketball in just a moment. They'll inbound it right in their front court. Look at the pass to somebody here. They do. They swing it back to the left corner. And now they hand it off to Davion Mitchell. Mitchell drilling at the left wing in the three-point perimeter. Makes his way to the left baseline. Passes this one back outside. They swing it over to the right wing. Devontae Bandu with the ball back over to Mitchell now. Mitchell going to set up the offense with 12:20 left to go in the first half. Takes a deep three. No good off back iron, but another offensive rebound by Bandu. Pushes it back outside. Top of the key. Teague swings it over to left wing. Now lob pass to the left baseline. Baylor with the ball now. They dish it all the way back outside. Going to the left baseline dribble here. Left baseline floats up the shot. Blocked from behind by Oklahoma. And it's going to be Baylor basketball still. But Kirk Wath blocks it from behind with 12 minutes left to go in the first half. So 7 seconds left to go on the shot clock. Coming up, Baylor get the ball. Today it's been 2 months since he last saw his crush for Vaughn. And he listens to it, feels like tonight. That was the last time 2 months ago. Man, I'm sorry to hear that, dude. Hopefully you'll be able to get into that another time. Once again, hopefully soon, man. Baylor takes the three left corner. No good, gets rebounded by Oklahoma here, as it was an air ball. Oklahoma has it right wing of the perimeter. They make their move, free throw circle, spin move into the lane. They feed it, low post up and in off the backboard. They put it in for 2, and the Sooners take the lead for the first time in this one, 14-13. Hey, good morning, Mr. Sunshine. Thanks so much for stopping by here. You brighten up my day for sure. Of course, thanks so much here with a Blue Wrench for stopping by, as I know Mr. Sunshine fairly well in the chat. Baylor takes the shot. They get their own offensive rebound, put it up, no good off the backboard. They get another offensive rebound, just too strong, and they put it up with Tristan Clark for 2. Lead change. 15-14 to score in this one. Make sure to smash the like down below. If you guys are new, hit the subscribe button as well. Tristan Clark, perfect 2 for 2 from the floor. He's got 4 points so far. Oklahoma now with the ball left wing perimeter. They have it into the hands of Bieniemy. Swings it back out on top now into the hands of Christian Doolittle. Doolittle takes the jumper, free throw circle. It's contested. That one, no good off the back iron. Baylor grabs the rebound. Here goes the Bears past the half-court logo. They have it at the right wing perimeter now for Baylor. Dribble drive. Bandu swings it back out on top. They take a 3. Baylor's up. Baylor's got it. They drop down the triple for 3. 18-14. Masio Teague from the outside. Hey, welcome in, Troy Barboza. Thanks so much for stopping by on the channel here. I appreciate it. I call play-by-play of basketball, college basketball, March Madness Tournament, NBA. And thanks so much if you're new for being a part on the channel. Make sure to drop the like, hit the subscribe if you like what I do. Oklahoma takes the 3, open left corner. They drill it. Alondes Williams hits the 3-point shot. It's only a 1-point game. Number 1 Baylor, unranked Oklahoma trying to get a quality victory here. No good wins against like pretty much top 25 opponents this year for Oklahoma. This one could go a long way to putting them into the tournament. Baylor with the basketball, right wing, Masio Teague. Teague with the ball, and that ball gets tipped out of bounds, I think, last touch by the Sooners. So stops the clock, 9:56 left to go in the first half, and we'll go to commercial break here on the channel. As we thank you guys so much for stopping by. I'll go over the score of Celtics versus Lakers as well for you guys. Huge game going on tonight in the NBA. Yep, so if you guys didn't know Mr. Sunshine in my chat right here, that's my girlfriend, by the way. Her name is Sharice, so she's going to write a short story about Oklahoma, which is fantastic there. I'm sure that she's going to share this short story to me when that's all said and done. But if you want to know who my girlfriend was, Vaughn, right in the chat right above you, there she is right there. Vaughn puts on the chat here, tonight 9 p.m., his time is Sports Center with Scott Van Pelt. There we go. Yep, the Big 3 basketball with a 4-point shot. Classic Jason with a 4-point shot. But right now we have commercial break. 18-17 to score, everyone. Lakers taking on Celtics. Celtics blowing out the Lakers at the TD Garden in Boston. 104-79 is the score. LeBron James, 15 points, 13 assists. JaVale McGee, 11 points. AD for the Lakers struggling, 9 points for him tonight. For the Lakers, for the Celtics, Jason Tatum coming in clutch in these big-time games. 24 points tonight by Jason Tatum, 20 by Kemba Walker, 14 by Hayward, and 11 by Jaylen Brown. And also Enes Kanter, big night off the bench with 18 points so far. Commercial break in this one. Oklahoma shooting the ball well from the floor. Usually that's something that nobody's done that often, tapping in against this good of a Baylor defense. Oklahoma, 54% shooting in the early stage of this one. Baylor, only 35% shooting from the floor. I noted before in the pregame, they're not really like a great known to be shooting team. It's all about the defense for Baylor and stopping their opponent. I am shocked so far, but we still got a lot of game left to go. I know they struggled in the early goings against Oklahoma State. This is a second-half team for sure, and I bet that we're going to see Baylor turn up the Jets in the second half of this one. For Baylor in this game, out-rebounding Oklahoma already, +7 on the boards. Baylor with 13 rebounds, Oklahoma with 6 rebounds so far. It's been a great start as far as the rebounding battle. Second chance points for Baylor. Leading scorers for the Bears right now. Coming in, 7 points. Masio Teague's got 7. 4 points off the bench by Tristan Clark, trying to get his way back from injury from last season. And then 3 points by Davian Mitchell, 2 by Mark Vidal, and 2 by Freddie Gillespie. For Oklahoma, it's 5 points by Austin Reeves and 5 by Brady Manick. Brady Manick dropped down 31. That was on the game over the weekend against TCU. So we'll get back to action here, guys, in just a moment, as we welcome you all into the channel as we are on Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube, calling play-by-play. Hey, welcome up on the channel here, MKP Artist. I appreciate it. Thanks so much for stopping by. Boomer Sooner on the channel. I appreciate it. I call play-by-play of college basketball here, NBA March Madness tournament. Thanks so much for stopping by here. Oh, I didn't know that was Blue Samurai. He changed his name because he was on the channel earlier. He changed his name, so that's the kid. We're back to action, 18-17 with 9:50 left to go in the first half. If you guys are new, make sure to drop a like, hit the subscribe here. Baylor takes the jumper, left elbow, no good, and that gets rebounded defensively by the Sooners. Number 52, Kirk Watt, gets the rebounds. 9:40 left to go in the first half. This game taking place at Waco in Texas for this one, home of the Baylor Bears. Oklahoma has the basketball, moves it over to the left corner perimeter, into the hands of Alondes Williams, passes left elbow, back over to Williams. Williams, dribble drive, inside, floats it up, it gets blocked by Baylor, but the refs call a blocking foul. Stops the clock, 9:25 left to go in the first half, and 2 shots by Alondes Williams at the free throw line for the Sooners. Hey, welcome here, Harry on the channel. Yes, that was the game right before this. North Carolina State beat Virginia 53-51. So going all the way from defending champions to most likely not even making the NCAA tournament this year, most likely, for Virginia. It's just been a sad season. Virginia just keeps on losing games once they got into ACC play. First shot at the free throw line. That was a miss by Oklahoma. So the score right now stays 18-17 as we have 9:25 left to go in the first half. Second shot coming up here by the Sooners in just a moment. So Alondes Williams shooting his second one at the free throw line. This one ties the game. It's good. Right up back at 18. 18 even. Baylor now with the basketball. They take it past the half-court logo, dribbling. Davian Mitchell passes it over, swings it over. Masigo Tigu passes this one to the left wing of the perimeter now. Jared Butler dribbling to the top of the key. He takes a three. It's up. No good. Hits the back iron. Fight for the rebound. Another offensive rebound by Baylor. They put it up too high off the backboard. Another offensive rebound by Baylor. Puts it back outside. Teague passes over. Moves it around the perimeter now to the left wing. Jared Butler swings it back out on top into the hands of Bandu. And that ball gets tapped out of bounds. Last touch by Oklahoma. 8:55 left to go in the first half. So Baylor gets the basketball back. Tomorrow night, I'll be back on the channel. 2 games tomorrow night. I'll be calling play-by-play for. First one, Kentucky versus Georgia at 7 o'clock. Second one, 9 p.m. after that one, Duke versus Miami. Should be a great night for 2 really good streams. We're back to action. Tied up at 18. Baylor with the basketball. They inbound in their backcourt, go all the way in the dribble drive into the lane, and they get the shot blocked. Goes out of bounds with 3 seconds left to go in the shot clock. 8:50 left to go in the game clock. So Baylor will get the inbound coming up with 3 on the shot clock. They inbound it, pass it over left baseline. Takes the jumper with 1. They hit it. Difficult shot, but they hit it. It's going to be a 3-point shot. Wow, I thought Davian Mitchell hit it for a 3. I honestly thought it was a 2. Tough to tell from the left corner perimeter what it was. Oklahoma with the ball now. Right wing perimeter for the Sooners. They dribble to the left wing here with Brady Manick, passes it back outside to Doolittle. Doolittle, left corner with the basketball. Makes his move at the left elbow. He slips and falls in the court by Doolittle. It's going to stop some time in the court. Let's see. Do I know Bill Peters? Yes, Bill Peters was in the chat like 15 minutes ago, Vaughn. Bill Peters joins my friend John quite a bit, too, on his hockey streams. 8:25 left to go in the first half. Oklahoma with a basketball, shot fake, as they have it into the hands now of Austin Reeves. Reeves, left baseline dribble here with the basketball. Now he makes his move, left elbow, takes a contested jumper. This one not even close, hits the front rim, rebounded by the Bears. Yeah, I thought it was a 2-point shot, and that's what they rolled it back to. It's 20-18 as ESPN fixed the scoreboard. Baylor passes it inside, ball tipped out of bounds by Oklahoma. Oklahoma is one of those teams that they don't really turn the ball over. They're top 10 in fewest turnovers in college basketball this season. And also Baylor's up there, as they haven't really turned over the basketball either as much this season. Baylor with the ball, under 8 left to go in the first half. Davian Mitchell dribbles top of the key. Swings it over to the right wing perimeter here for Baylor. Devontae Bandu makes his move to the top of the key, and now he swings it back out to the left wing perimeter. Baylor with the basketball, working on their one-man shot fake. Dishes this one back in on top. They take a three, wide open, no good. As it went around the rim, missed by Bandu. Rebound, Oklahoma. Sooners with the ball past the half-court logo. Top of the key, dribbling into the hands of Davion Harmon. Harmon now towards his left. Harmon hands this one off now into the hands of Bieniemy. Swings it back over to Manick. Manick, top of the key, makes his move inside for Brady. Manick into the lane. He gets stripped of the basketball, but still retains it. Last touched out of bounds by Baylor, and Oklahoma get it back. 7:22 on the clock in the first half. Let's see, Vaughn putting in the chat, should he post on Twitter that he was kicked and saw students getting punched in the head during class? I don't think you need to do that, man. Don't think you need to draw attention to that, dude. I don't think that will happen. If they do kick and punch you, those type of kids will be suspended. Currently, we're on a break in this one, 20-18 the score. We're going to get back here with about 7:22 left to go in the first half. If you guys are new, I call play-by-play basketball action. Make sure to drop a like on the channel, hit the subscribe button here, as Baylor leads by 2, 20-18 the score against Oklahoma. So let's see, taking a look at the numbers right now. 5 points, Austin Reeves and Brady Manick for the Sooners. For the Baylor Bears, leading the way, Maseo Teague's got 7 tonight. 5 points by the point guard, Davion Mitchell, so far in this game. But rough going on for Baylor shooting the basketball. 32% from the floor for the Bears at the moment. Oklahoma, 50% so far. Looking good against the Baylor Bears team that ranks number 20 right now in college basketball, only allowing opponents to a shooting percentage of about 38% from the floor. So this has been an interesting game so far. Oklahoma staying right in there. Commercial break at the moment. Celtics crushing the Lakers 108-82 on TNT with about 9:40 remaining. Hey, welcome in. There's Uncle Pizzle. What is good, my man? Thanks so much for stopping by. Yeah, they're just crushing them right now. I'm shocked. I thought it'd be a really good game, man. Celtics have been inconsistent really lately, but Jason Tatum showing up for the big games. 24 points by Jason Tatum. Let's see here. Taking a look at the totals of that one since we're on break during this game. Yeah, Tatum 24, Kemba Walker with 20, Enes Kanter off the bench, 18 points by Kanter, 11 rebounds. Stellar night for Enes Kanter, as the Celtics got good Enes Kanter tonight. And this isn't the last that they'll see the Lakers. They'll be back at the Staples Center, and I feel like that's going to be a much, much closer game. Hey, welcome in, Alex from the DMV Sportsnet. Thanks so much for stopping by. I appreciate it. If you guys enjoy what I do here on the channel, make sure to smash the like down below, hit the subscribe button as well. Let's see if we can get to 10 plus likes here before halftime on the channel. These two teams, not really like the biggest basketball programs, but Baylor at number 1, so of course I had to cover them since they're on national TV tonight for this game, since I only get like ESPN off the laptop. Uncle Pizzle, geez, you can't take this no more, gotta go to work soon. Better days are ahead with you, man, with the Lakers, dude. Better days definitely ahead. I know what it feels like for being a Celtics fan, especially. They've had a couple rough losses the past week or so. Oh man, sorry to hear that, Uncle Pizzle. He's got a nasty cold. Get better, dude. I hope you get better. Drink a lot of fluids. Get some soup in your system. And hopefully you'll make a fast recovery as we're back into the game. Oklahoma floats it up in the key. That one hits back iron. No good. Rebound Baylor. 7:15 left to go in the first half. Harry updated me. Milwaukee defeating Chicago tonight in the NBA. 111-98. Thanks so much for the update there. Baylor with the basketball. They swing it out to the left wing of the three-point perimeter for the Baylor Bears. Baylor still has it. Back out on top here. Into the hands of Davion Mitchell. Dribble drive. Mitchell takes the jumper. That one left elbow hits. That's good. 22-18 the score. 6:50 left remaining here in the first half. Yep. Uncle Pizzle pointing out at least his 49ers did good. Richard Sherman, he thinks will be MVP. How about Raheem Mostert? He was a beast yesterday. 4 touchdown rushes for Raheem Mostert. He was cut by 6 different teams in his career before he got there. That shot no good by Oklahoma. Rebound by Baylor. They missed the layup. It was contested though, and Oklahoma grabs the rebound. Sooners with it. 6:25 left to go in the first half. They swing it over. They take the 3. This one top of the key hits the rim short. No good. Rebound Davion Mitchell for the Bears. Bears with the basketball as we approach that 6-minute mark left to go in the first half. They dribble past the half-court logo with Davian Mitchell. Mitchell now dribbling towards his right. At the right wing of the three-point perimeter, Mitchell with some space if he elects to take a shot. Mitchell now top of the key. Takes the three open, and he hits it. Davian Mitchell jacks up the triple, and he gets it to fall down, and that's a 7-point lead by the Bears, the largest lead of tonight, with 5:50 left to go in the first half. Oklahoma with the basketball, making their move inside. Bieniemy floater in the key. He hits it. Nice job by Bieniemy to get right back into this game. 25-20. Now the score. 5:30 left remaining. Oh man, Snoop Dogg's at the game. Looks pretty ticked off for Snoop Dogg right now, with him being a Lakers fan. They dish it to the left corner of the perimeter. Dribbling now. Passing it over left baseline. Baylor takes the jumper, rolls around the rim. They got the lucky bounce. That's good for two. 7-point lead once again for Baylor. 5:15 left to go in the first half. Oklahoma ball. 9-2 run by Baylor, last 4:15. Oklahoma has the top of the key. Brady Manick looking to pass it. He does inside. Over into the hands of Doolittle. Doolittle now with the basketball. Puts up the jumper. This one in the key. No good. Back iron. Rebound by Teague of the Bears. Bears with it. Under 5 left to go in the first half. Baylor. Right wing perimeter. Jared Butler dribbling with the basketball. Step back three. Butler up in the air. No good. Hits the side of the rim. And rebound Oklahoma. 4:45 left to go. Baker versus RG3. That would be quite an interesting battle. Oklahoma with the ball, bounce pass, top of the key. They move it to the right wing. Brady Manick takes the three. It's up, no good. Hits the side of the rim. Rebound Baylor with 4:25 left to go in the first half. MKP putting on Mahomes Super Bowl MVP bet on the house on it. Patrick Mahomes, man, is a game changer. He is awesome to watch. I love watching Patrick Mahomes play. Inside low post and Oklahoma commits the foul as Baylor got the basketball into the key to number 31, Teague. Richard Sherman, MVP, Uncle Pizzle, is putting out. Raheem Mostert, absolute beast against Green Bay. Green Bay cannot stop Raheem Mostert at all. MKP likes Dr. Doolittle to tame the Bears in this one. He's been a good scorer for this team. This is the leader for the team for Oklahoma, Christian Doolittle. Baylor now with the basketball. They swing it over top of the key. Into the hands of Teague. Teague now puts it back into the hands of Mitchell. Mitchell takes a three. This one up top. This one no good. Hits the rim short. Rebounded. Offensive rebound by Baylor. Oklahoma's getting crushed right now on the offensive boards. Baylor puts up another three. They hit it. 30-20 to score. Teague's got 10. 3:45 left to go in the first half in this one. Oklahoma dribbles the ball past the half-court logo. Swings it over to the right wing perimeter for the Sooners. Sooners now. They have it at the deep 2 of the right elbow. They dish this one back outside, and that goes to the backcourt, and that will be a backcourt violation by Oklahoma. Ball goes back to Baylor with 3:34 remaining. Hey, welcome in Vaughn over on Sportscaster. Welcome in on Sportscaster as well. Hey, welcome on the channel, Mark Thomas. West Virginia bounces back after Saturday's loss. Just faced Texas. Yeah, you guys crushed them by 38. Wow. I've never called West Virginia before. I usually call whatever games are on like national TV for like ESPN or so, CBS or Fox, whatever games come on. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure to hit the thumbs up. Currently on a commercial break right now. Hit the like, hit the subscribe button. I call play-by-play of basketball action, college basketball, March Madness tournament, NBA, all here on Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. But thanks so much, Mark Thomas, for stopping by. Yeah, West Virginia, I've never called before. I'm from Massachusetts, by the way, not too far down the road from Rhode Island, but I was shocked like how well Rhode Island played against West Virginia when they went down. I think that was back in December they took them on. The final score was only like a 5-point loss by URI. Yeah, Celtics tonight just crushing the Lakers in that game. Thanks so much for the update. Reminds me that I'm going to do a scoreboard update for you guys. 115-89 to score. 7 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter in that game. And the Celtics just absolutely destroying the Lakers tonight. LeBron James, 15 points, 13 assists. But Anthony Davis, low, 23 minutes for AD. 9 points, 2 assists, 4 rebounds. That is it for AD tonight. He is being stopped as Jason Tatum is going off. 27 points by Tatum, 20 by Kemba Walker. How about Enes Kanter? Enes Kanter. Good Enes Kanter showing up with a double-double. 18 points, 11 rebounds tonight for the Celtics. Jaylen Brown with 17. And they're just playing lights out. Bouncing back after the loss over the weekend to Phoenix. They're doing it in a big way. Harry putting here, former Florida quarterback Felipe Franks transferred to Arkansas. Wow, yes, I do remember Felipe Franks this season. Like, early on, I think he got injured around, like, the second week of September. He got injured in that game. Hey, welcome in, Ryan. Thanks so much for stopping by on the channel. I appreciate it. Yes, Baylor getting their well-deserved #1 seed, top to bottom. This team looks just really good, just so defensively. And they're just a good, deep team here in general for Baylor. They do it so many ways. 8 different players in the team play 11-plus minutes for Baylor this season. It's all upperclassmen for this team. So 5 wins against the top 25. And it's their defense that speaks to this team. Early on, though, they were struggling against Oklahoma. Oklahoma shooting the ball like 55% from the floor, just getting buckets. But they're just, right now, it's just Baylor and the offensive rebounds just destroying Oklahoma. Wow, Baylor plus 13 on the boards. 23-10, they lead the rebounding battle. 12-1 on the offensive rebounds. So talk about crashing the glass. Baylor just going up and getting big rebounds. Welcome on the channel, Buckethead. Thanks so much for stopping by again. Jaylen Brown. Okay, so Jaylen Brown just dunked over LeBron. Wow, thanks so much for the update. I appreciate it. Gonna have to check back on the highlights tomorrow or later tonight, or either tomorrow during my lunch break for that one. We're back to action. Baylor with the basketball. Bounce pass, right baseline. Tristan Clark swings it back outside. Teague, clear space, takes the 3. Right wing, it's up. No good. Hits the rim short. Rebound, Oklahoma. Welcome on Sportscaster. Bradley over on Sportscaster as well. Thanks so much for stopping by there. Also, left wing perimeter for the Sooners. Into the hands of Alondes Williams. Passes back, top of the key. Now swings it over right wing. Oklahoma, dribble. They take the jumper. This one, free throw circle off the back iron. No good. Rebound, Baylor. 3 minutes left to go in the first half. The ball gets poked from behind. Stolen away by Oklahoma now at the half court. They dish it back outside. Open 3. They take it. This one's up. And this one's good. Draining down the triple. That one goes down for 3 by Alondes Williams. Puts this one to 7. 30-23. 2:40 left to go in the first half. Baylor with the basketball past the half court. Look at the dribble. Left wing. Swings it now left elbow. Into the hands of Tristan Clark. Finds his man. That is Davion Mitchell. Swings it out. Lots of contact. Swings it out to the left corner perimeter. Now they dribble into the key. Teague swings it back over to Mitchell. Mitchell, right wing here with the basketball. Takes another 3. Mitchell's up. Mitchell's good. Money. Draining on it for Baylor. It's Davion Mitchell. He's got 13, 3 for 5 from behind the arc so far. Let's see. Yep, Ryan putting in the chat. Rutgers ranked for the first time since 1979, I believe. It's the last time that Rutgers was ranked, 41 years ago. Dribble drive, Oklahoma with 2 minutes left to go. They put it back at the left baseline, almost lose control of the ball, swings it over to the right corner, perimeter ball deflected, tipped out of bounds, last touch by Baylor though, by number 11 for the Bears, Mark Vital. So Oklahoma gets it back with about 1:50 left remaining before half. Uncle Pizzle pointing out, he said it ages ago, you can't win a title with Rajon Rondo and Dwight Howard and AD. It's only one game, man. It's only one game, and it's all the way across the country. That's the problem for the Lakers. I feel like that might be the same problem for the Celtics. It's so much travel time. They're just going all the way from one side of the country to the other. That's a missed shot by Oklahoma, Nikita. Ball got tipped out of bounds. Last touch by Baylor, so the Sooners will get it right back. Yeah, Ryan pointing out Maine has won 2 games in a row against their teams from the America East Conference. Final 11 games. Yes, so final 11 games are all part of that America East Conference. And Maine has just won back-to-back games. I think they have to take on New Hampshire twice. New Hampshire's just collapsed in conference play as well. Or maybe once against New Hampshire. I think they already took on New Hampshire. Sergio Eldarwich, the point guard for Maine. I actually got to see them play against Harvard. They got destroyed against Harvard, though. Watch out. Harvard might be in the tournament. Whoever wins the Ivy, I feel like whoever wins the Ivy will probably get a 13 seed. And they have a good shot to beat whoever the 4 is. Talking about upsets, if this matchup goes according to plans, I'm thinking an upset in the tournament would be if Auburn gets a 4 seed and Vermont gets a 13. I would have Vermont beating Auburn. I feel like both of those teams could go for that type of seeding there. That could be the matchup, honestly, with those two teams. I'm not feeling confident with Auburn this year, though. I think they're out in the first round. Yeah, but Maine's won 2 straight games, which they're actually getting better. I know their leading point guard was injured for a couple of games, I think towards December. Let's see. Yeah, Dwight Howard's just fallen off the complete downhill cliff. Nothing like he used to be during the Magic, like back in like the late 2000s. Kobe knows his MKP's 3-year-old niece harder, tougher than Howard, and Kobe knows that. Word there. Welcome back to the channel, Chase Miller. Thanks so much for stopping by. He was eating cereal, no problem. Thanks so much for stopping by. We got a minute 46 left to go before halftime as they were sorting out that last possession, who touched the basketball. Baylor touched out of bounds. Oklahoma gets the inbound. 1:40 left to go in the first half. Oklahoma dribbling right wing perimeter as we're back to action. Sooners pass it back out on top at the top of the key now. Baylor with 12 offensive rebounds. Oklahoma with only 2. Oklahoma with the ball dribbling right wing with Brady Manick. Takes a 3. This one is up as it hits the top iron and goes all the way to the top of the backboard out of play. So that one goes out of bounds, and Baylor got it back with a minute 26. What hat have I been wearing? It's my hat that I went to college. Good old Curry College in Massachusetts. Division III, though. Never had a strong basketball program when I went. Baylor with the ball, top of the key. Davian Mitchell dribbling with a minute 14 left remaining. Vaughn on Sportscaster putting out Lumos is live, so he will be back on YouTube in 15 minutes. No problem. My man Sam Lumos on Sportscaster is the man. He has great content there. Baylor, lob pass inside the key. The ball gets poked from behind out of bounds by Oklahoma. Stops the clock with a minute left to go. Baylor will inbound at 6 in the shot clock. Yes, Yale has been on fire. It's going to be between Yale and Harvard for the Ivy League. I believe both of those teams are 12-4. Inbound coming up here for Baylor with a minute left to go before halftime. They pass it over to the left baseline, take the jumper. This one rattles around the rim, no good. Oklahoma grabs the rebound with Manick. Manick here with 55 seconds, pass it over. Now is Oklahoma dribble drive. Left elbow floats up the shot, tons of contact. They get fouled, and that will be Davion Harmon going to the free throw line to shoot 2 for the Sooners. Okay, so Maine plays Vermont on Wednesday. Cool. So yeah, Vermont and Stony Brook are the top 2, I believe, in the America East right now. Those 2 teams by like a long shot. And then everybody else is just down in that division. I know UMBC, I think, is at the very bottom. First shot, that's a miss at the free throw line by Oklahoma by Harmon. Oh, yes. Yep, Baker and RG3 schools going at it. Baker from Oklahoma, RG3 from Baylor. Yes, that's correct that Alex pointed out about 5 minutes ago. First game that the Lakers lost to the Clippers, and he's still mad about that. Still got a long season to go. It's basically the whole season resets when you guys get into the playoffs. Like anything could happen into the playoffs too. Like we still like the second half of the season, haven't even got to the All-Star break. And like whatever happens, like second half of the season, there could be like major injuries, major trades too that can like go down and like help a team or like affect another team that makes them just drop down from being seeded in the top 8 for the playoffs to just dropping way down. The emergence of Zion Williamson as well, that's coming up 2 nights from now, Wednesday night against the Spurs. Zion Williamson back. I should be doing Celtics against Pelicans. That's on Sunday. Celtics Pelicans 6 p.m. I think that's over on ESPN, so I should be covering that game, so I'm interested. I think that's going to be Zion's 3rd game back, so that'll be my first seeing Zion, I believe, because the first one's quite late. I'm going to take a look at the highlights, though, for sure. If Maine won out, do you think they would make the tournament? They would have to win the conference tournament. That's the only thing. There's something that they hold in March. Is for every single conference in college basketball. It's called the conference tournament, and whoever wins the conference tournament gets an automatic lock into the NCAA tournament. So even like how poorly Maine could do, how Maine is, if they upset like the top seeded teams, like they'll probably get to the bottom half of the tournament. Oklahoma hits the shot on the free throw, and Baylor comes back the other way, and they hit it off the backboard up and in for 2 on the layup, 35-24. Alex going to be back soon. No problem, man. Thanks so much for stopping by. I appreciate it. 25 seconds left to go before halftime. Oklahoma with a basketball. If you guys are new, make sure to hit the thumbs up down below. Hit the subscribe button as well. Oklahoma looks like they'll have the last shot here before halftime. 8-second differential between shot clock and game clock. They have it at the free throw circle. Swings it back out. Left wing three. This one no good. And it hits the front rim. Still with 10 seconds left to go on the clock. They released it too early. Baylor with the basketball. Right elbow. Swings it back out on top. Into the hands of Davian Mitchell. Mitchell now with about 2 on the shot clock and or 2 on the game clock. Took the shot. Actually, Jared Butler was the one who took the shot. He got fouled by Oklahoma by Alondes Williams. I think that's a reach-in foul. And Baylor will inbound it with 2 seconds remaining. So 2 seconds remaining here. Baylor will inbound the basketball. 35-24. And we have a timeout taken with the last 2 seconds. So it looks like Baylor will take a timeout. 2 seconds left to go before half. In England, Uncle Pizzle puts, when they come up against the force, we tend to break someone's bones. Why don't nobody check Jaylen Brown? Jaylen Brown's been on fire. What a step up this year he has just been on the Celtics. Apple Jacks are underrated. Yeah, Apple Jacks really good cereal. I would take Apple Jacks, I would take Apple Jacks over, Fruit Loops. I would definitely take that over. 2 seconds left to go before half. Thanks so much for the like. I appreciate it, Chase. Uncle Pizzle will come to the States again. It's been 9 years. Wow. Yeah, so Uncle Pizzle's out in London, if you guys didn't know. Uncle Pizzle can't wait for me to hear my commentary on Zion. That's a three-point shot at the buzzer. Ooh, a little bit too strong off the backboard. No good by Baylor as they missed the three-point shot right at the buzzer. Now we're at halftime. Scores 35-24 at half. If you guys haven't done so already, one more like away from 10 on the channel. Make sure to hit the like down below. Hit the subscribe button as well. Hey, welcome back on Sportscaster. My man Alex from the DMV Sportsnet, also on Sportscaster. Thanks so much for stopping by tonight. Yeah, Ryan putting in the chat here, if Maine lost every other game and won the tournament, yes, they would make it in. So they would make it in. So the way that they would do that is by winning the best teams in the conference. Let's see here. I'm going to bring that up because I am interested to see what the standings look like in that conference. Since we're on commercial break right now, feel free, guys, to ask me whatever. It's all like free play basically right now. I also have a football channel, by the way. A separate channel. It's a football channel on YouTube. I do play-by-play over there. I started that one back in August. It's called Final Yard Football. It's a separate channel on YouTube. Feel free to take a look at that if you guys enjoy football. So, yeah, Maine is tied right now with New Hampshire, 2-3 in the conference. They're better than Binghamton and UMBC. So, looks like no Cinderella story this year for the UMBC Retrievers. But if Maine was to get to the bottom of the conference, they would have to beat teams like Albany, Stony Brook, Vermont in order to make their way into the tournament. If they're able to win the America East Conference Final, then they would be an automatic lock for the tournament. And most likely, if they were to win their conference final, they would probably play as one of those play-in games, the 16 versus 16 play-in game. That's probably what they would play in. The Big 12, best conference in college basketball this year. Big 12 has got some really good teams in the conference. There's some like good teams at the very top that other teams in the March Madness tournament is going to have to watch out for. And then the conference is getting sorted out by teams that's just not legit at all, that we thought that were bubble teams that are just nothing, that should be NIT teams. And we saw that today with Texas. Texas got crushed against West Virginia earlier today. Texas and TCU, those teams will not make the tournament. Let's see, I'm going to take a look at the Big 12 conference since we're on commercial break, because there's some really good teams at the top. Baylor, Kansas, West Virginia, Texas Tech. Very competitive conference. I would say the most competitive conference would be the Big East. That is the tightest conference for sure. Seton Hall, Villanova. It's just so tight with the conference. Providence is up at the top of that conference right now, and they did terrible in non-conference play. They lost against Charleston and Long Beach State. in non-conference play. And then there's the teams that keep on losing that they were part of like the bracketology bid to be in the tournament, and now they're dropping. Teams like DePaul, Xavier. DePaul got a much needed win though against Butler over the weekend, but it's so tight. A lot of those games in the Big East have been like really close, like decided by like a good amount of them decided by 5 points or less this year in the Big East. From top to bottom, Seton Hall, Villanova, Providence, Butler, Creighton, Marquette. It's such a tight division. It's insane how tight it is. Let's see. We'll take a look at the Big 12 right now in just a moment. Let's see, right back to the chat. Do I think Oklahoma can be dominant in both football and basketball like Florida did in the early 2000s? Yeah, they got it for football already. They do. It's just for the basketball team, just building it up to what it used to be. I think that was back in 2016 is when they made that appearance in the Final Four in 2016 for Oklahoma. If they can get back to that, I saw this year to be more of like a rebuilding year for Oklahoma. I think they lost 8 seniors from their team last season, so they have only one senior they're basically losing this year, or in their starting 5. They have 2 seniors in their entire roster that they're losing. So I feel like Oklahoma will be a pretty good lock next season to make the tournament if all these players stay, because there's two players that's a freshman on the starting 5. Another one's a sophomore. Another's a junior, and they should be much improved next season. I feel like this year is more bubble, like rebuilding for them or so, because they lost 8 seniors from last season. Patrick putting out here, hopefully Oklahoma can come back, but he doesn't see it. Yeah, this Baylor they're just too much right now in the rebounding advantage. That's the problem. Just Oklahoma hasn't been able to keep up with the second chance points there. Because let's see here, Baylor's plus 11 on the boards, and on the offensive rebounding advantage, Baylor's leading that category 12-2 right now. So it's for Oklahoma, they're gonna have to try to compete on the boards against Baylor in the second half. That's one of the main things. Yes, Ryan's from the state of Maine, so that's why it's very rare to see Maine get into the NCAA tournament. Same as like New Hampshire, so it's rare to see the 2 colleges from New Hampshire, either Dartmouth or UNH, to make it in. I'm from Massachusetts, but I pay attention more to the college basketball atmosphere and the state bordering me, just right down the road in Rhode Island. I'm a Providence College Friar fan, also URI fan. It's going to be interesting. URI, I feel like, has a chance to make the tournament. It's if they can beat Dayton, that would be helpful as well. They beat Alabama. They crushed them by 13. Dropped 93 points at them at home, but I mean, they had that close loss against West Virginia, lost by 5 at Morgantown, but it's just going to be tough. The A-10 is just such a competitive division this year. Oh, Buckethead's back with Buddy Hield. Wow. So, Buckethead out there in Sacramento right now with Buddy Hield. There we go. Buddy Hield had just a fantastic game. Seeing the highlights of that against the Celtics, the 1-point game that they won against earlier back in November. That was insane, I remember. Speaking of the Celtics tonight here, they're crushing the Lakers. 137-105, final minute in the 4th quarter. In this game here, leading scorers, taking a look at the leading scorers from tonight right now. Christian Doolittle's been stopped. No points for him for Oklahoma at the moment. 0 points, 0 for 4 from the floor. The leading scorer for Oklahoma is Alondes Williams off the bench. He's got 7 points so far for Baylor. Leading scorer, 13 points by Davian Mitchell, 10 points by Maseo Teague. And Vaughn is back. Yep, he was just with Sam Reese over on Sportscaster. My man Lumos. Alex putting out, it's weird on a different angle now from YouTube and Sportscaster. Yeah, I basically have YouTube just straight away because a lot of people talk to me more in the chat from there, whereas Sportscaster is more like people fill in from time to time or so on Sportscaster quite a bit. And Alex is back as well. Gotta go. Good night. Thanks so much for stopping by, Alex. I appreciate it. Have a nice night as well, and I'll see you during my next stream. And welcome in, Sir Smooth. What is good? Welcome into the channel here, Sir Smooth. So currently at halftime, 35-24 to score. We'll get back to the second half in a little bit. Florida has, yep, they have Kyle Trask, so they are good at the quarterback position. Yes, Trask came in for Frank's towards, like, the beginning of, the season, and he did a really good job filling in there. If you guys are new to the channel, don't forget to hit the like down below, hit the subscribe button as well, as I call play-by-play here of basketball action, as we are on Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. I call play-by-play of college basketball, the March Madness Tournament, the NBA playoffs, the NBA Summer League, all here on the channel. Only one other top 25 college basketball game tonight. Number 14, West Virginia crushed Texas 97-59 the final. Ryan putting his possible deep run dark horses, Dayton, Seton Hall, and San Diego State. Yeah, you've got two of them that I pointed out earlier to a couple people who asked about my Final Four. If I had to predict my Final Four right now, I would go Michigan State, Baylor, Seton Hall, and Dayton. That's my Final Four right now. Miles Powell has just been huge for Seton Hall. He dropped down 29 points against St. John's over the weekend. Last year, they were in it against Wofford, and then in their first round game, and then just Wofford took over with Fletcher McGee. But Miles Powell, I think, dropped down like 24 points or something against Wofford in the first round game. That whole starting five is basically back, and now they're just on a run. They lost 2 straight games in November, but that was without their leader, Miles Powell, in the court, and they've done just awesome. Yep, Cardinals defense just shutting down Duke's 2 best players down. Yeah, Carey didn't have like a great performance for Duke. That was just a disappointing game for Duke. If Louisville plays like that, if they're able to get the bench production as well, I can see Louisville making a deep run also. If they keep on continuing on that trend with David Johnson, that's going to be one heck of a team. Because if Jordan Nwora is able to produce, he struggled in the big games. That's the only problem there for Jordan Nwora. If they can find like that complementary piece that they did with David Johnson over the weekend, they're going to be tough to beat as well. Because without Jordan Nwora producing, somebody needs to step up for Louisville, and it was David Johnson on the weekend. Uncle Pizzle owes me a case of Diet Mountain Dew. My Celtics crushed his Lakers. We still got another matchup, I think. That one's in February. I think that's like on a Sunday or so in February. So yeah, 139-107 the final. Wow. Celtics holding LeBron to only 15 points. 18 by JaVale McGee. He was the leading scorer. Rajon Rondo with 13. Kyle Kuzma with 13. And AD with only 9 points in 23 minutes. That's what you call defense. Lockdown, communication on all sides of the basketball. Celtics had it tonight. Jason Tatum, 27 points. Clutch. He always shows up for the big games, it seems like, this season. Enes Kanter, the good Enes Kanter today. 18 points, 11 rebounds. 20 by Kemba, 20 by Jaylen Brown. And 16 by Gordon Hayward. That is called teamwork tonight for the Boston Celtics. That's the good Celtics in that one. Chase putting out Michigan State, Kentucky, Duke, Louisville, Kansas, Gonzaga. Will the number 1 curse affect Baylor? I think it will, but not tonight. I feel like it's going to happen in February. I feel like it's going to happen in February when they take on a team like Kansas. I'm interested here. I'm just going to bring up the schedule for Baylor coming up, because the bulk of their top 25 teams comes right into the remaining part of the schedule. That's the only thing. Actually, next game's going to be a tough one. I have to say, watch out for Florida. Florida had a rough start to the season. They start out 2-2. Baylor takes on Florida next on Saturday night. That is an interesting matchup. That could be close. I do have Baylor winning the game, but I feel like that's going to be a defensive game. If I had to predict the score, I'd go Baylor 57, Florida 53. But that will be a really good close game, I feel like, between those two teams. And then they take on easy teams. I don't expect them to lose against any of these. TCU, Kansas State, Oklahoma State, Texas. Then we get into this schedule where they got West Virginia, Kansas. That's where it gets a little bit iffy. When we get into like early to mid-February, that's where they could possibly drop a game or two or so. Yup, Baylor's #1 in college basketball. Hey, welcome in my man John here on the channel. Make sure, guys, feel free to subscribe over to Off the Wall Hockey on YouTube. It's my friend John here. He does awesome hockey content. Second time ever for the Baylor Bears that they've been ranked #1 in college basketball. Who do I have for the Super Bowl? I'm going to go 49ers for the Super Bowl. I feel like their defense will be able to stop down Patrick Mahomes. I still think it's going to be a tight Super Bowl, like much better than what it was yesterday with that matchup there. That Green Bay just did not show up at all. Could not stop Raheem Mostert whatsoever. But I feel like it's going to be a close game, at least with those two teams. And Uncle Pizzle saying good night, and to all of his supporters, I appreciate it. Thanks so much for stopping by, Uncle Pizzle, and well-deserved rest for you, man. It's really late during his time. I think it's like 3:08 in the morning, London time or so, where he is. Yes, big test tomorrow for both Florida and LSU. Let's see, I'm going to take a look at those schedules. I actually don't know who they're playing. Tomorrow I'll be back. 2 games. Kentucky against Georgia. First one at 7. Next one, Duke against Miami, 9 p.m. Let's see. SEC as I scroll down. Still at halftime. LSU, right at the top of the SEC. They look really good, and they're unranked. I'm shocked. A couple of the teams are unranked. USC, 15-3 in college basketball. They're unranked. I don't get that. USC is better than Oregon in the conference. LSU tomorrow. Oh, yes. LSU versus Florida. Okay, so that's the game. That's the game tomorrow. Okay, so it is LSU versus Florida. That's gonna be a tight one. I can't believe they put that on SEC Network. Like, that game's on SEC Network. That's on a premium channel. It's not even on, like, an ESPN or ESPN2. Yep, that game was just very gross there. Fundamentals 101, just Packers didn't have it when Aaron Rodgers bobbles the snap and turns it over. It's unfortunate. Packers defense, like, what were they doing? Like, you know that San Francisco is going to sit back and pound the rock and let Mostert run the football 95% of the time. And you let Mostert run for, like, 220 on the ground or something like that and 4 touchdowns. And just open up holes left and right. Like, that defensive coordinator should be ashamed of himself for Green Bay after yesterday's performance. Can't believe that they didn't sit down and go, whoa, 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 we need to fix something here with the adjustments. Oregon against USC, yes, that should be a great game. I can't believe they put that one at 11 o'clock on Thursday. So I can't get that game. Hey, welcome on the channel, Alex. Thanks so much for stopping by here. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure to spike the like down below. Hit the subscribe button. And yes, Rutgers is ranked. Rutgers ranked for the first time since 1979. 41 years since Rutgers has been ranked now. And it looks like Rutgers, if they continue on the trend like they are and don't suffer bad losses against Nebraska and Northwestern, Rutgers will be in the NCAA tournament. Alright, so here we have it. We're going to get back to the second half, everybody. Dayton against St. Bonaventure. Yeah, that should be a hopefully a good game. I feel like Dayton's probably going to run away with that one and beat them probably by like 15 to 25 points most likely. Dayton has just been cruise control in the A-10, but St. Louis put up a fight there. Atlantic 10 is a much better conference than what people think. At the top of the conference is Dayton. After that, VCU lost to Rhode Island. VCU is the number 2. After that, Rhode Island, St. Bonaventure, Richmond, St. Louis, all trying to get a number 3 spot, possible bid to be, in my case, would say, a play-in game on a Tuesday or Wednesday as an 11 or 12 seed in the first 4 to tournament. Yeah, oh, whoa, Mostert went to Sir Smooth's old high school. That's awesome, man. Did you ever, like, have a chance to, like, meet him? Like, were you in, like, school with him or so, or, like, much younger? That is awesome. New Smyrna Beach High School. Man, what a story there for Raheem Mostert. Got cut by 6 different teams before going to the 49ers. And then he comes to San Francisco yesterday and just averages like 10 yards per carry and torches the Green Bay defense. Yep, John putting out NASCAR, man. NASCAR is back. Daytona 500. I think that's February 16th. Crazy how time just flies. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Can't wait for the Daytona 500. That is, of course, one of the premier big events I sit down and watch every single year. It's awesome. There's like a lot of changes this offseason too. I'm going to have to keep up with it, see what paint schemes they have and everything. Alex putting out they will lose to Iowa here What team will lose to Iowa? Baylor, if they do play them in the tournament, or like another team. As we're back to action. Luka Garza has been a beast, though, for Iowa this year. Oh, man, I wish they had Jordan Bohannon. Bohannon was insane last year in the tournament. He was taking threes from, like, 30 feet out. Like, I remember that game, Iowa against Tennessee, Iowa against Cincinnati last year in the tournament. Jordan Bohannon, man, just taking threes all over the court, looking like Jimmer Fredette. But he is injured, I believe, for the rest of the season. 35-24, 1942 as we start out the second half. Indeed, can't wait for a NASCAR season. Man, time just flies. Baylor will play defense here. Oklahoma inbounds. Brady Manick swings it over. Now at the free throw circle. Back over to Austin Reeves, who puts out that shot as they go for the three-point ball, and they hit it by Oklahoma. It's 35-27. Baylor now with the basketball. 8-point game. We just start out the second half. Okay, Rutgers. Okay, so, yeah, that's going to be a tight game. That can go, honestly, either way. Baylor takes the three. Lots of contact on the three-point shot. We got to whistle a foul. I think Oklahoma committed the foul. Stops the time on the clock. Hey, welcome on the channel. Dumbway DAR. What is good? Thanks so much for stopping by once again. I appreciate it. Yes, Rutgers' whole schedule basically on the Big Ten Network for the rest of the year. 3 shots at the free throw line for Baylor. Maseo Teague was fouled from behind the three-point arc. So first shot. This one's up. This one's good. 36-27 the score. Oh, wow. Sir Smooth right from Daytona. That is awesome. So you're right from Daytona, Florida. Gets super busy here, but it's cool. That's fantastic. So just like 70s and sunshine, basically, throughout like most of the winter for you. That's so cool. Second shot up and through, 37-27. Not like me today. I had like a nice 20 degrees outside up here in New England, and that shot is up and good as well. 38-27, drills all three of them at the free throw line. Oklahoma with the basketball. 19-15 left to go in the second half. If you guys enjoy what I do, make sure to smash the likes down below. Hit the subscribe button as well. Right elbow jumper. This one's up. No good. Hits the side of the rim, and Oklahoma tips it right back up and in. That's good by Brady Manick for 2. 38-29. Can I do Iowa's next game? I can only do the games usually that happen on either like ESPN or CBS or Fox. That's the only games that I can usually do. I actually don't get the Big Ten Network where I am. A lot of Iowa's games happen to be on the Big Ten Network. Oklahoma gets the steal on the key. They have it at the right wing. Bieniemy swings it out wide here. Passing over to the left corner for Oklahoma. Almost lost the ball. They pass it back. They take the three. Bieniemy shoots it. This one, no good, off back iron. Rebound Baylor. 18:30 left to go in the second half. Baylor with the basketball. Maseo Teague has it. Right wing. Hands this one off at the left baseline. They float this one. It's up, and it's good for 2. That's good by Freddie Gillespie. 40-29 to score. Gillespie's got 6. Oklahoma with the basketball past the half-court logo. Dribbling towards the left wing. Austin Reeves swings it over top of the key now to the right wing. Davion Harmon. Harmon dishes this one. Right baseline. They feed it back outside. That's a 3. Brady Manick puts it up. Airballs it. Battle for the rebound. Oklahoma backdoor cut over to Manick at the baseline. Gets it on the two-handed slam. Jams it down for 2. 40-31 the score. Stoppage in time in the court. 18 minutes left to go in the second half here. Let's see, right back on the chat since we have a little bit of stoppage in time. Vaughn putting out good sports events. Yes, coming up in a month. March Madness indeed. Stanley Cup playoffs. Always a great time for great sporting events. Okay, so today was a little chilly. Wow. Yeah, it must be like cold, like all over the place basically. Probably like the whole eastern seaboard. Will I ever do a Dayton game? If Dayton ever plays on national TV, I'll be able to do one or so. But I feel like they play a lot on the CBS Sports Network. I don't have that either. That's like a premium channel, I think, for CBSSN. Sometimes they play on ESPN too. Alex follows Iowa hard. Awesome. 18 minutes left to go in the second half. Yes, in the Daytona 500 as well. Yes, Oklahoma is a bubble team. They have 0 quality wins, though. Oklahoma takes a deep 3. This one left wing, no good, off the back iron. Rebound Baylor. Oklahoma has 5 losses to these teams. Stanford, Wichita State, Creighton, Iowa State, and Kansas. Their best win coming against Minnesota 10-8. Oregon State, they also won, but Oregon State's been dropping lately. Right corner 3. Butler misses it. Battle for the rebound. Oklahoma has it. Oklahoma with the ball past the half-court logo. Austin Reeves dribbles at the right wing of the perimeter. Now he has it right baseline with the ball. Reeves, this one back outside to Doolittle. Doolittle, nothing yet. Puts up the jumper, no good. Misses his 5th shot of the game. 0 for 5 from the floor. Rebound to Baylor with 17-20 remaining. 40-29, or 40... Yeah, actually, it's 40-29 to score. So, they took away the 2 points before. 40-29 to score as I got the scoreboard on correct point here with ESPN. Oklahoma feeds it inside, left baseline to the back outside. Brady Manick takes a 3, knocks it down. 40-32 as he drains down the triple. Yes, Isaiah Moss. Yep, he transferred from Iowa to Kansas. That's right. So, yes, Oklahoma now with 32 points. They just hit the 3-point shot. Hey, welcome on the channel, Michael Fee. Thanks so much for stopping by. Pretty solid. He is impressed here from Toronto, Ontario, Canada. I appreciate it. Thanks so much for stopping by. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure to spike the like down below. Hit the subscribe button as well. I call play-by-play of basketball action here. College basketball, March Madness Tournament, NBA on the channel. That shot no good by Baylor. Offensive rebound to get it, though. They were crushing Oklahoma on the offensive rebounds in the first half. Going into halftime, 12-2. Now it's 14-4. Baylor, with the ball once again, puts it into the hands at the top of the key. Macio Teague. Teague now moving towards his right, still with the basketball. Teague, deep 3-point shot. This one is up halfway around the rim. Rolled out, though. Battle for the rebound in the key, and Oklahoma had it. It was knocked out of bounds. Baylor last touched it with 16 minutes left to go on the clock. Stoppage in time here, 40-32 the score. Last December for Vaughn was the most boringest December ever. I'm sorry to hear that, Vaughn. Hopefully things will get better for you. I hope so. I hope those kids just don't cause problems this week in your gym class. Alex likes my mustache. I appreciate it, man. He's going to be right back. January's been so solid so far for Vaughn. That's awesome. Yep, so 16 minutes left to go here. Thanks so much for the update, Chases. We're back to action. Under 16 now. Baylor leads by 8. Oklahoma, though, with the basketball. They have it at the top of the key. Swings it over left wing perimeter for the Sooners. Now they pass it left corner. Dishes it back outside into the hands of Jamal Bieniemy. Passing over to Doolittle. He takes a 3. It's up. No good. Doolittle with just the fits today. Misses another one. Baylor passed that one. Stolen away by Oklahoma. They had in transition just the man to beat, but they're going to set up the offense. Right elbow. Passes back to Manick. Hands it over now to Davion Harmon. Harmon with the ball at the edge of the Baylor logo. 15:30 remaining. Yup, North Carolina State beat Virginia today. Virginia looking like they're not going to be in the tournament. Jumper. Oklahoma hits it. This game's getting interesting. Christian Doolittle finally on the board. On his 8th attempted shot of the game, he finally hits one. 2 points now for Doolittle. 40-34. Baylor has it at the left wing. Devontae Bandu passes inside over to Tristan Clark in the paint. Puts it up and in for 2. Nice response there by the Bears. Tristan Clark with 6. Perfect 3 for 3 from the floor as he is working back from injury from last season. Oklahoma has the basketball. Swings it over. Top of the key to Christian Doolittle. Doolittle passes over left double jumper. It's an air ball and it goes out of bounds by Oklahoma. Stops the clock. 14:50 left to go and Baylor will get it back with up by 8 here. 42-34. Let's see here. Can I grow out a James Harden beard? If you had tuned into my streams last week, I did have a beard, but I don't think it was that thick, though. 2015 was the best year of the 2000s for Vaughn. Looks like we're going to go on to another break here in the game, so we'll be back in a couple moments with the game. Virginia, yes, they went from champions to being unranked to right now looking like an NIT team. The ACC has just been so poor this season. Like it's just like Florida State, Louisville, Duke. That is it, just 3 ranked teams, and then after that, it hasn't really been, like, much great. It's like a weak kind of, like, a lot of bottom teams there. Like, between, like, Boston College, Syracuse hasn't been that strong. Lots of weak teams in the ACC this season. Put my hat backwards. Sure, I'll do that for a couple seconds for you. There you go. So put that hat backwards for you, as right now we're just currently on a commercial break. Flip it frontwards now. I like it frontwards more. Some people like it backwards more. Alright, so we have a stoppage in time of the court. We have 14:50 left remaining. in this one. For Baylor, leading scorer tonight, 13 points by these two players, Masio Teague, Davian Mitchell. NIT should stand for not in the tournament. Yes, that is too funny. Would I have picked NC State over Virginia today? I probably would have gone Virginia. I didn't pick either in that one. I actually didn't call that game. I probably would have picked Virginia though in that one since they were at home today. So I would have gone for Virginia most likely. North Carolina State's another one of those teams, same as Virginia Tech. They're both of those teams in the bubble currently. How do I describe Luka Garza? Use lots of words. He's just in like a really good player, just like a beast or so. I would put him as like an explosive player for Luka Garza, like a good scorer. I haven't watched like a lot of Iowa. I don't cover them like a ton, but when he was there last year, same thing, good scorer, and he just has kept on upping it this year. I think he's averaging like around like 21 or so this season. It's or 21 plus even. It's been just a phenomenal year. It's like Luka Garza's leading that team. Do I think North Carolina State will win their next two games against Georgia Tech and UNC? They do have a pretty good chance to do so. That is for sure. Georgia Tech is like a weak team. In North Carolina right now, they're just reeling. Dead last in the conference. I would go with NC State for both of those, honestly. So, I like NC State. NC State has like a lot of the players they retained for their starting five or so. As we're back to action, that jumper and the key, no good by Baylor, rebounded by Oklahoma now. 42-34 to score, 14:30 remaining. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure to hit the like down below, hit the subscribe button as well. Oklahoma has it. Left wing perimeter for the Sooners. As they dribble now at the top of the key. This game's getting interesting. We'll see if they can make it a little closer. They feed it over to the left elbow, swings it back top of the key. This one's up. This one no good. Offensive rebound though. That's going to help. They can't get it. Ball tipped around to Baylor. Gets the defensive board. 14-10 left to go in the second half. Bears with the basketball. Bears have it. Right wing perimeter. And now they hand it off into the hands of Masio Teague. Teague, top of the key. Swings it over to Devontae Bandu. Bandu, left wing, dribble drive inside. Floats it up, too high off the backboard. Ball pinwheels around. Battle for the rebound. Oklahoma has it. Under 14 left remaining. Welcome on the channel here, Dre Magnum 11. Thanks so much for stopping by. Will Oklahoma do a comeback and beat Baylor? I wouldn't cash on it for this one, but honestly, anything can happen this year in college basketball, and this year has just been a huge shocker with a bunch of number ones going down this season. This game is getting a little bit closer. Oklahoma just got fouled. They're going to go to the free throw line to shoot two with Brady Manick. 13:38 remaining in the second half. Vaughn's best years are 2010s here. He ranked them all in order. Number 1, 2015. 2017 is second. 2018 is third. 2012 is fourth. 2010 is 5th, 2011 is 6th, 2014 7th, 2019 8th, and the last one, his worst one, 2013. Brady Manick hits the first free throw at the free throw line. It's 42-35 now. Second shot, that one's good as well. This game getting a little bit interesting, 42-36 as Oklahoma is hanging around there. They are hanging around at the moment. If you're down by 6 or 8 or 4 points, and you're winning that point margin, it'll all come down to free throws within the last minute. They're going to have to bank on Baylor to miss some free throws at the free throw line and hit theirs to get back in if they're down by this same amount of point deficit right now. 6-point game, 42-36, lob pass, right baseline. So they go inside with the basketball for Baylor. Turnaround jumper, this one is up too high off the backboard, no good, and we get a foul. Low post, and the refs are going to say it's going to be a rebounding foul by the offense by Baylor. So this ball goes back to Oklahoma. This game getting more and more intense right now. So Oklahoma with the probability going up a little bit to see if they can get right back into this and possibly tie or take the lead. Oklahoma takes a three, left wing. Oh, they drain it down. We get ourselves a 3-point game. Brady Manick dropped down 31 against TCU over the weekend. He's got 15 right now. the big man Brady Manick for Oklahoma doing everything possible. 42-39 in the timeout taken by Scott Drew of Baylor with 13 minutes left to go on the clock. No problem, Dre Magnum. Thanks so much for stopping by. I appreciate it here. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure to spike the like, hit the thumbs up down below, hit the subscribe button as well. As I call play-by-play here, basketball action on the channel. I'm Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube, college basketball, March Madness tournament, NBA playoffs here. Yeah, so Alex putting out. Okay, so wow, so yeah, Luka Garza was he's averaging like 24.5 points. Highest points was against Michigan away on the road, 44 points, and that was on Friday there. Wow, yes. So Ryan left for a second, and this thing is getting close. Vaughn would have put 2019 up to number 4, but the move was bad. Still, it was better than 2013. Yes, North Carolina, I agree with you, Chase. Huge disappointment this season. Even head coach Roy Williams even quoted that the team just has like a lack of talent and everything. It's the least talented team that he's ever coached before in the history of North Carolina college basketball. Hey, what is good, Behind the Arc fan? Thanks so much for stopping by, my man. I appreciate it. Yep, Celtics just crushing the Lakers tonight in that game, as that one went final about a half an hour ago, 139-107. Was not expecting that at all. Other NBA scores from tonight: Jazz lead the Pacers by 27, or that's 17 actually, 17 points. 67-50 to score. Spurs up against the Suns, 78-60. Trailblazers lead Warriors 22-17. So, okay, so that game was in Iowa there. Okay, so that game was in Iowa for the one on Friday. Okay. Because I read that as away, so I thought it was on the road for a second. And Vaughn got about 2016. I had to put 2016 at 9th and then 2013 at 10th. Oh, jeez. That's not good for a player to tear their ACL. That's basically done for the season. The recovery timetable is like 9 to 12 months if you tear an ACL. Ouch. So, that's not good. If that's an impact player, that makes things rather worse there, too. I think somebody for Gonzaga is out. He got injured, I think, against BYU a couple days ago. Hey, welcome on to the channel, Old Head Deuce. Thanks so much for stopping by once again. I appreciate it. Zion Williamson, by the way, returning. Not tomorrow, but the following night. Wednesday night, 9:30. They take on the San Antonio Spurs. Pelicans versus Spurs, 9:30 for Zion's return. 3-point game, yes indeed. Oklahoma just had a 3-point shot as we're on commercial break. Going to get right back in here in just a moment. Baylor had to take a timeout. And Brady Manick coming out of nowhere, just dropping down triples. He's got 15 points at the moment by Brady Manick. 13 minutes left to go in the second half. Poor Chuma Okeke. I remember that when he went down against Carolina in the Sweet 16. The poor thing. Baylor with the basketball in their 13 minutes remaining. They pass over to the right wing perimeter for the Bears. Moving over to the top of the key. Oh, rare steal by Oklahoma to get it. As the Sooners strip Baylor away with the basketball. Oklahoma dribbles past the half-court logo. They can make this a tie game with a 3-point shot with 12:40 remaining. Oklahoma dribbles left wing perimeter to the hands of Jamal Bieniemy. Going to take it out on top. He has it here as he's guarded. Bounce pass inside. Left baseline jumper. That's an air ball. No good by Brady Manick. And the ball gets rebounded on the air ball. Oklahoma gets it. And Baylor commits the foul on the key. 12:29 left to go. Make sure to hit the like down below. Hit the subscribe button as well as I call play-by-play here. Basketball action on Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. Yeah, that's too bad that the player who tore his ACL is done for the season. First shot, the free throw line is Oklahoma shoots 2 at the line. First shot's up, first shot's good. It's 42-40. 2013 was Vaughn's worst month as that ball shot the free throw line. Oklahoma misses it. Baylor comes up with a rebound and they get fouled by Oklahoma. Not a whole lot of fouls, guys, in this one. Baylor only 4 fouls committed. Oklahoma with 2. Oh, man. Sorry to hear that, Vaughn. He was thinking about taking his own life. So angry at his little sister that he hit her into the head in the chair. And the little sister pinched him and he cried a lot. Sorry to hear that, man. Things are better now, though, as Baylor gets the basketball. It's a 2-point game. They dribble drive inside, puts it up and in off the backboard. They're going to count it for 2 by the Bears. Put it back to a 4-point lead, 44-40 right now. Make sure to hit that like as we got 12 minutes remaining. Hit the subscribe button if you guys enjoy my play-by-play content as well. I'll be back tomorrow night. More play-by-play for you guys. Oklahoma with the basketball. Makes their move inside into the key. Right elbow. Swings it back outside to the right wing. Alondes Williams with the basketball. Bounce pass inside. Floats up the shot. That one an air ball. Brady Manick gets it back. Gets it blocked in the key. Ball pinwheels around Oklahoma. Gets it back and they float it up and it goes in for 2. Intense battle right there. Number 0, Victor Wuakor puts it up and in into the hoop. 44-42, 11:30 remaining. Baylor, number 1 team in the nation here at home in Waco. They have it. Top of the key dribbling. Into the hands of Matthew Mayer. Swings it over to the left wing. Now it goes to Jared Butler, the leading scorer this season, averaging just below 17. Butler swings it back over to the right wing. Mayer takes the 3. Lots of contact. He gets down on the ground and fouled. Alondes Williams commits the foul, and Matthew Mayer will shoot 3 at the free throw line as he was fouled from behind the 3-point arc. What a game. Oklahoma crawling right back in here. This thing getting rather interesting. 11-16 left to go in the second half. What game am I going to do Wednesday night? I believe I usually do NBA stuff on Wednesday night because that's when I'm able to get, like, the ESPN games and stuff like that. I actually don't have access to any of the stuff, like the channels like TNT or any of the premium channels, like an SEC network, Big Ten network. I usually just get the weeknight games off of ESPN because that's what I have access to. So I usually do NBA since that's what's on ESPN. I balance it out between NBA and college basketball, but usually Tuesdays is college basketball. NBA is usually Wednesday and Friday, and then the weekend, Saturday, is college basketball mostly, and then NBA sometimes for the ABC game at night. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure to hit the like down below, hit the subscribe button. Let's see here, what was the game on Wednesday? It's going to be the 7 o'clock game, because I'm from the East Coast, so that's when it works in my time slot, because 9:30 is so late for me, because I have to get up to work for the next morning. Because I work during the day full-time, 8:30 to 5. Let's see what we got for NBA. Wednesday at 7. Oh, good. Okay, awesome. Yeah, people have been asking about Raptors games. So it's Raptors versus 76ers. That's the next game on Wednesday for a Wednesday night game. I should be back tomorrow. 2 games for you guys tomorrow, back-to-back, 7 and 9. Kentucky versus Georgia. Also, Duke versus Miami tomorrow, and the 2 back-to-backs, of course. We get a lot of fans from those 2 programs. Am I doing 2 streams on Saturday? Saturday I'll be out from 9 to 4:30. I do plan on doing Kentucky against Texas Tech at 6. So, that's the game that I do plan to do. I'll probably get back around like 5 or so, because I'm out from 9 to 4:30 this Saturday. So that's probably going to be the game, Kentucky against Texas Tech on Saturday. 6 o'clock will be the stream. 6 Eastern time. And Mike likes the Raptors. Awesome. Yeah, there's been a couple people who's been asking me to do the Raptors. I'm from Massachusetts, not too far away from Rhode Island, so I'm a Boston Celtics fan myself. But I cover, like, as much as the teams I can possibly rotate. Whatever falls in, like, the national TV games for you guys. I cover basically whatever falls on like a ESPN or an ABC or a CBS or like a Fox for you guys. Currently we're on a commercial break, 44-42 the score. If you guys enjoy what I do, make sure to smash the thumbs up down below, hit the subscribe button as well. Also, if you really enjoy what I do, make sure to turn on the notification bell, as you guys will be notified when I go streaming live next. That will help out a ton. All that dude's putting out, Lakers gonna come out there, pay back the favor. Yeah, it's so tough to go like all the way across the country and just take on an East Coast team from all the other side here on the West Coast. I feel like the game, like when the Celtics go and take on the Lakers in February, it's going to be like a very, very close game, I feel like. So, free throws coming up. Baylor at the free throw line shooting 3. First shot, that one was up, that one is good. Second shot is good as well at the free throw line by Baylor, as they were fouled from behind the 3-point arc. Matthew Mayer hits it. It's 46-42, and this one is up, and this one is through. It's 47-42 now. 11:15 left to go in the second half. Sooners with the basketball. Yes, this game has got close. It was just a 2-point game, now it's 5, as Baylor hit all their free throws. Oklahoma has it, right wing perimeter. Into the hands of Alondes Williams. Williams, dribble drive inside, floats of the shot, rolls around the ring of the rim, no good, and Baylor grabs the rebound. 11 minutes remaining, Bears with the basketball. They take a quick 3 in transition. This one's up. This one is good. Draining down the triple, Devontae Bandu. For Baylor, it's 50-42. That was fast. 2-point game to now 8. And just like that in the last 40 seconds. Oklahoma floats it up. Trying to go for the alley-oop, and they pass it back outside instead. They have it at the right baseline dribble. Swings it back out to the left corner. That's a turnover by Oklahoma. A little bit wide right there off the pass. A little bit off the mark. They turn it over with 10:30 on the clock. If you guys are new, make sure to spike the like. Hit the thumbs up down below. I call play-by-play basketball action. Baylor just forced the first Oklahoma turnover of the second half. Dre on the channel here, if I had a bet right now, who would I bet on to win, Oklahoma or Baylor? I would go Baylor. I've been saying Baylor since the beginning of this video. Top to bottom, this team just looks very, very solid. And they are just so deep right down throughout their bench. They have, like, I think it's like 8 players that's playing, like, double-digit minutes for this team. They got, like, such a deep bench. That's a foul committed by Oklahoma as well, in the defense showing it here. The problem in the first half was the rebounding. That was the problem for Oklahoma, keeping up with the rebounds against Baylor. I think Oklahoma was -8 in the rebounds, but I like this. I like this type of game here. I love calling close games, and this is awesome. Close games means more people in the chat, which is awesome. Yeah, I'm putting out, I haven't done a Big East game this season. I hope to do some coming up when I have the chance. Big East games, though, they tip off a little bit earlier. So if you guys are on the West Coast, it's more like an 8 a.m. start time, whereas me, the game would start at either 11 a.m. or noon time. Baylor with the basketball, dribble drive, Matthew Mayer going to the hole, and that shot gets blocked. Wasn't sure if that was goaltending, but Oklahoma has the basketball. They have it now at the right wing, into the hands of Austin Reeves. 8-point game, 9:50 left to go. Reeves, dribble drive, inside, dishes this one back out on top. They have it now at the right wing. Doolittle swings it over left wing. They take a 3. Oklahoma no good, misses back iron, rebounds by Baylor by Matthew Mayer. Mayer coming in big the past couple minutes. Baylor with the ball, top of the key. Davian Mitchell has it. 9:30 left remaining. Mitchell dribbles towards his left, handoff into the hands of Devontae Bandu towards his right. Handoff to Mayer. Mayer, right wing, swings it inside low post. They try to float it up. The ball tipped and stolen away by Oklahoma in the key. Going the other way here for the Sooners. Sooner basketball. Into the hands of Doolittle. Doolittle passing over left corner. Oklahoma feeds it inside. That ball, bad pass into the key. I thought it was taken away for a moment, but Oklahoma gets it back. They go in for the layup in the key. They miss it, and it gets rebounded by Baylor. Baylor here with the ball. Past half court. 9 minutes left to go. Make sure to hit the like down below. Hit the subscribe. This game's getting a little bit out of hand. I feel like if you're Oklahoma right now, you want to take a timeout. So, yeah, good point, Old Head Deuce. Oklahoma, what they need to do, because Baylor has been getting a couple big rebounds, slowing down tempo as well. You want to get the ball back. You might want to take a timeout. Left wing perimeter. Baylor with the basketball. Left baseline dribble. Swings it back out to the right corner. Catch and shoot 3. This one is up. Air ball offensive rebound, though. They get it up. They get it in. Freddie Gillespie off his teammate shot with a... It's going to go for the putback or no. Offensive foul, actually, by Baylor, they're going to say. They're going to say offensive foul. Yeah, I think Gillespie pushed off, so it's going to go Oklahoma basketball. Yeah, clock at 8:35, 50-32 is the score. He got the ball off the air ball, put it up and in off the backboard, but it didn't count. Freddie Gillespie pushed off. So Oklahoma with the ball, 8:30 remaining. They have it top of the key. Doolittle moving towards his right. Doolittle swings it back out to the left corner perimeter. Dribble inside Oklahoma, reverse handed layup, no good off the bottom part of the rim to get the offensive rebound. Put back good by Doolittle. 50-42, interesting game right now. I mean, a 50-44, interesting game. Doolittle now finally gets another bucket. He's got 4. Baylor, with 8 minutes remaining, has it. Top of the key with the ball into the hands of Macio Teague. Now into Mitchell's hands. Mitchell at the left here, making his move inside into the key. Davian Mitchell try to float that one up. The ball is blocked. They get it back outside, though. Right corner 3. Baylor takes it, and we get a foul from behind. Rebounding foul. I think it's going to be on number 12 by the Sooners by Austin Reeves. So currently we're just on this commercial break. Oh, man, what a game. What a game. Kudos to Oklahoma for making this close. I really do like doing close games, and this is one of them. We had a game we've had close games like a couple weeks now. Louisville Duke, that game could have been much closer than it was on Saturday. Oregon against Arizona, that game went into overtime. That was one hell of a game, and this game has been great tonight. So 50-44 to score. Let's see, right back on the chat. Yeah, I do hope to do some Big East games, hopefully throughout the season when my schedule allows. The weeknights, though, they put those games on Fox Sports 1. I just have access usually for the ESPN stuff, so I can't get Fox Sports 1, unfortunately. It's only the weekends I'd be able to do a Big East game. If the matchup is there, if it's a good one, like a Villanova Seton Hall or something like that. But usually they put those on Saturday. Sometimes on Saturday I'm out during the day. What would happen if the Mets manager wasn't fired? Well, the Mets would probably just keep on being the Mets and probably most likely keep on losing games there with Carlos Beltran because he was a first-year manager and they hired him in the offseason. Now they're going to have to get somebody else, so he didn't even manage a game. How much time will Alex Cora get punished? He's going to get probably like 2 to 3 years most likely for him with his suspension. It's pretty bad. It's worse than what the Astros did because he was basically the mastermind behind it. Yeah, Dr. Doolittle in. So Christian Doolittle on the board for another bucket off the putback. This game's getting interesting. 50-44, 7:50 left to go right now. 1 second. Oh, let me... Oh, I can't do that, right? Do I think that Mookie Betts should get traded? I mean, he's worth like a ton, but he's so valuable to Boston. That's the only thing. Why'd that guy get timed out? He was just putting about Oklahoma. That's the only thing. I'm trying to see if I can get him back in the chats. If you guys can get MKP back in the chat, guys, see if you guys can do that. He was just putting that the doctor was in with Dr. Doolittle because he's a player in Oklahoma. So if you guys didn't know that, let me know beforehand if there's something questionable or so. So if you guys are a mod to the channel, try to get MKP back. For some reason, it won't. But he was timed out for some reason. Alright, here we have it. Back to action. 50-44 to score. 7:51 left to go. Baylor will inbound the basketball in their front court right now. They pass it to the left wing perimeter. Hand off to Mitchell. Mitchell now dribbling towards his right. Now he dribbles towards his left. 7:45 left remaining. 10 on the shot clock for Baylor as they have the basketball. If you guys are new, make sure to hit the like down below. Hit the subscribe. Dribble drive in the low post. They put it up high off the backboard and they get fouled. Going to the free throw line to shoot 2 shots for Baylor. This is 50-44. 7:38 left to go. Huh. Yeah, I tried to see if I can untime him out, but for some reason he didn't. He'll get back in, hopefully, very soon. First shot coming up. That one's good. 51-44 now the score. I haven't yet, because it's when I was doing this game. But I heard about it, like, early on. Somebody told me about Jaylen Brown's dunk on LeBron. So I'm going to have to use that as, like, a highlight reel tomorrow when I go into work to put all the audio stuff. No, yeah, no problem. He'll be back probably, like, in a minute or so. 51-44. 7:30 left to go here in the second half. Right baseline dribble as Oklahoma turns it over in the key. And this ball goes back to Baylor. Baylor swings it up. Right in front of the basket, we got a kicked ball violation, I believe, by Oklahoma. Stops the clock. 7:22 left remaining. So 7:22 left to go in the second half. 7-point game right now. If anybody's new to the channel, make sure to hit the thumbs up, hit the like down below, hit the subscribe button also. I call play-by-play of basketball action here on the channel on Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. Baylor get the inbound. They have it at the left elbow. Handoff into the hands of Jared Butler. Butler moves this one. Lob pass over the top. Intercepted and stolen away by Oklahoma. Sooners now with the basketball past the half-court logo. They have it at the top of the key into the hands of Jamal Bieniemy. Dribbling towards his left. Bieniemy looking to pass it. Swings it over to the left wing. into his teammate's hand. That goes to Davion Harmon. Harmon now dribbles towards his right. Harmon passes, top of the key, into the hands of Doolittle. Doolittle, low post, with the ball right baseline, and he passes it back, turnover by Baylor. Baylor with one man to beat, full speed on, ahead of him, and lays it up and in for two. That could be a good exclamation point right there by MaCio Teague if they can keep it up. 6:40 left to go in this game, and a timeout taken by the Sooners. Yeah, you definitely need a timeout. Take a timeout after that one, because MaCio Teague, full speed ahead, off the steal, lays it up, and then just bursts right by the one-on-one defense that Oklahoma had presented in the fast break. I got to see this replay once again. Inside it was Doolittle. Doolittle passed it back out, and it was tipped by MaCio Teague. Just beat his man. Zero effort there by the Oklahoma defender. Number 11 for the Sooners, Davion Harmon. He was the one who just let him just blow by. MaCio Teague laid it in for two. So let's see, right back in the chat. If you guys are new, make sure to drop the like. One more like away from 20 tonight. Hit the subscribe button as well. I call play-by-play of basketball here and Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube, college basketball, March Madness Tournament, NBA playoffs on the channel. So yeah, I'm going to have to see later that highlight reel when I do have a chance. I'm going to take a look at that when I have a chance about that. Seems like Jaylen Brown had just an insane dunk on LeBron today. Oklahoma gets it back. 6:30 remaining. They have it at the right wing. Swings it back out. Brady Manick takes a three. He hit the three-point shot, but there was a foul before the shot. They going to counter or no? They're going to score the three-point shot. Are they going to score it? We're going to clear this up in just a moment. Brady Manick took a three-point shot, but there was a foul with contact between a Baylor player and an Oklahoma player on the court right next to Brady Manick as he took the three-point shot. Mike back on the channel putting Jessica Lilly are waiting to watch a movie. They're being cool, letting him listen to the finish first. Awesome. Yeah, definitely. I'll give him a shout-out. So welcome in, Jessica and Lily. I'm at home with Mike O'Fee. Thanks so much for stopping by. I appreciate it here for you guys for watching the stream tonight. This is awesome. We got 20 likes, which is pretty cool. You guys have been awesome tonight. 53-47. Let me know if you guys are new down in the channel. Let me know who you're rooting for in this game. If MKP Artist is in there, let me know as well, man. Sorry about that. I believe somebody timed him out for like 3 minutes or so in the chat. If he is in the chat, just let me know, man. Just apologies about the timeout for like 3 minutes or so. We tried to get that to set it back to like to not have it timed out, but couldn't find that. But at least it wasn't like hidden or anything. But just let me know if you're in the chat, and my apologies about that. 6:34 left remaining. They're gonna count the three-point shot. So 53-47 the score. Okay, there he is. So he is back. Welcome in here. 53. Are they gonna count it or no? ESPN just took it off the board. As the refs met up at the review table, they're gonna take it right back. Oh, wow, 53-44. I like a close game. So it's 53-44 as the refs converge there to meet. Oklahoma took the shot in the key, no good. They pass it back to Brady Manick. Takes the three off the back iron, almost went into the net. They get the offensive rebound. Baylor tried to take it, swatted at it, goes out of bounds to the baseline. Last touch by Baylor with 6:15 left to go on the clock. Oklahoma will inbound it, 9-point game. Jamal Bieniemy will be the inbounder right underneath their basket, lobs it over to Manick. Puts the ball now at the free throw circle. Austin Reeves swings it back over into the hands of Manick. Right baseline here. Manick takes the jumper down. Off the mark. Rebound. Baylor. And Oklahoma just bad foul. Bad foul by Brady Manick. Like, you got to know better not to do that. Baylor gets the rebound and Manick just swings right at him. And Baylor will go to the free throw line. Oklahoma picks up their 7th foul of the game. 6:07 remaining. So Baylor shoots in the 1-on-1 bonus now with 6 minutes and 7 seconds. I appreciate it, Mike O'Fee. Thanks so much for stopping by on the channel. You guys have been awesome tonight. All the new people, Mike and MKP. Welcome in. I don't know anymore. Thanks so much for stopping by. Florida Panthers beat the Minnesota Wild. Thanks so much for the update. So we get a hockey score in there. 1-1 bonus shot missed by Baylor. Rebound by Oklahoma. So they missed the first free throw. Oklahoma gets the ball past the half-court logo. Dribbles now with under 6 left to go. They have it at the left wing of the three-point perimeter. top of the key, moves it over to the left wing for the Sooners. Sooners with the basketball, swings it right wing, feeds it inside. Brady Manick misses the alley-oop, though. Over to him, rattled out, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by the Sooners, that's a killer. And Baylor get it back with 5:50 left remaining. Lob over the top on the alley-oop, and Brady Manick just could not put it up and in off the pass from Austin Reeves. Baylor with the basketball. Oh, they're gonna say goaltend. So ESPN says goaltend actually about that. So they do put it up and in. 53-46, 5:30 left to go. Baylor misses the shot. Rebound Oklahoma. Oklahoma here gonna set up the offense. 7-point game, 5:20 left remaining. Yeah, that did not look like goaltend. I'm shocked. Oklahoma with the ball top of the key. This is Austin Reeves. Austin Reeves swings it over to the left wing. And we get a foul committed. Baylor with a reach-in foul with 5:15 remaining. So they actually lobbed it up over the top to Manick, but Baylor got called with a goaltend on it. I didn't see the goaltend at all. 5:14 remaining. Oklahoma gets the inbound. They have the ball at the left wing of the three-point perimeter for the Sooners. Sooners basketball here. Jamal Bieniemy swings it back over. Dribble drive inside. Sooners take the jumper and the key. They hit it. Doolittle with another one. He's got 6. 53-48. It's a 5-point game with under 5 left to go. If you guys are new to the channel, spike the like down below. Hit the subscribe button as I call play-by-play of basketball action on Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. Davian Mitchell swings it over right wing perimeter for the Bears. Baylor with the basketball out on top now to Jared Butler. Butler at the free throw circle. Passes this one back. Right corner. Catch and shoot. This one's up. This one is no good. It's missed off. It's a rebound. Put back. Going down by Freddie Gillespie. That was a killer for Oklahoma's. Gillespie just came in there, scooped up the ball right underneath the hoop and jammed it down with the 2 hands right in front of his defender. OU now with the basketball. 7-point game with 4:15 remaining. Sooners have it at the left wing. They take a 3. It's up. No good off the bottom right part of the backboard. Rebound Bears. Baylor has it. 4:10 remaining. Dribble past the half-court logo. Baylor now with the ball. Moving towards the right. Jared Butler hands it off to Devontae Bandu. Swings it now into the hands of Davian Mitchell, top of the key. And now he hands it off on the perimeter to his teammate. Making his move. Inside Butler. Floats it up. Jared Butler with contact gets fouled. Draws the foul with 3:54 left to go. 55-48. Stoppage in time here on the court. So we'll go on to a commercial break in this one. We'll update you guys for the leading scores of this game actually right now. Yeah, Brady Manick leading the way for Oklahoma tonight. 18 points. Kristen Doolittle, 6 points all in the second half here. He's got 10 rebounds, though. Leading rebounder tonight for Oklahoma's Kristen Doolittle. For Baylor, leading scorer, 16 points. Maseo Teague for the Bears, 13 points by Davian Mitchell. And Freddie Gillespie has 13 boards. So, yeah, 5-point game just moments ago. Sir Smooth putting out. And then Baylor got the bucket. It's a 7-point game right now. At the moment, 55-48 is the score. 3:54 left to go in the second half here. So right now we're on commercial break. I'm going to post in something here. Feel free, guys. I have a football play-by-play channel as well. Take a look at the football play-by-play if you like. I just put it in the chat. It's called Final Yard Football. It is on YouTube. Take a look at that. Vaughn putting in the chat right now, if your coach is mistreating your players, like choking them, punching players in the head, kicking them in the back, you should fire the coach. Well, yeah. Definitely there. He's going to get fired from the job. He's going to also most likely receive, go to jail, most likely for that. You can't be abusing players. MKP artist putting out to Vaughn here. Then he should fire his girlfriend. Oh, man. All right. So commercial break right now. Taking a look at some of the stuff in this game for tonight. Both of these teams shooting the ball really low from the floor. 34% for Baylor, 33% for Oklahoma. Coming into this game, Baylor is not a great shooting team. Why they're number one is because of defense. Out rebounding Oklahoma here by 12 rebounds, 43-31 on the boards. Offensive rebounds has been a killer for Oklahoma today as Baylor's gotten the second chance points to fall down. 18-11. Baylor a +7 on the offensive boards. And also here, Oklahoma today coming out scrappy, though, with 8 steals in this game for the Sooners. So defensively, they've able to force 10 turnovers tonight by Baylor. So currently just on a commercial break. We'll get right back to action here in just a matter of moments. Tomorrow I do plan to be on back calling 2 games for play-by-play. Tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Eastern Time, Kentucky versus Georgia. And then the game after that at 9 will be Duke against Miami. If you guys enjoy what I do, make sure to hit the thumbs up, smash the like down below, hit the subscribe button as well. Also, if you really enjoy what I do and want to know when I'm streaming next, make sure to turn on the notification bell. That's when you're able to know when I'll be able to stream next here on the channel. We're almost at 1,000, guys. Road to 1,000. We got to like 860 over the weekend, which is awesome, and we're making that push to get to 1,000 very, very soon. We passed 800, I believe, around like 10 days or so ago. So thank you guys so much for stopping by here on the channel. I really do appreciate it. Alright, the tale of the number 1 here for Baylor. Second time ever they're the number 1 team ranked in the history of the Baylor basketball program. Last time was during January of 2017. That was the last time they were number 1 for the Baylor Bears. So Baylor coming in shooting at the free throw line as they were fouled by Oklahoma. 1-1 in the bonus. Baylor misses the shot. Oklahoma gets the rebound as Oklahoma has 3:50 on the clock. Sooners now with the basketball. Dribbles past the half-court logo for the Sooners. As this is Christian Doolittle. He has it at the top of the key. Makes his move to the right elbow into the hands of Bieniemy. Bieniemy now. Right wing of the perimeter. Looking to lob it over the top. Baylor deflects it. Picks it off on a steal by Baylor at the right elbow. They're going to slow down tempo. 3:30 remaining. 55-48 to score. Baylor with the basketball. Moving towards their right. Davian Mitchell. Handoff to the left wing of the perimeter. Dribbling now is Jared Butler. Moves the ball into the hands of Davian Mitchell. Mitchell swings it back over to Butler. Right wing perimeter here for Butler. Butler with the basketball, top of the key. Pass inside. Low post, nice dish and feed. And they find it for 2. That was nice ball movement by Baylor right there. Dish inside to Butler to his other teammate into the key. And they put it up and in off the rim. And it goes into the net by Freddie Gillespie for 2. 57-48 now is the score. Oklahoma with under 3 left remaining. They are down by 9. They have the ball. Dribble drive, low post. Floats it up. We got a lot of contact in the foul committed by Baylor. As that was number 11, Davion Harmon, who drew the contact for Oklahoma. Stops the clock, 2:55. Yes, I did hear that. Prayers go out to Chandler Parsons, his whole family, all his friends, the Atlanta Hawks team. Chandler Parsons, just terrible news story there that I heard. Yes, so career-ending injuries that he got in a car accident that involved like a DUI like the other day. First shot, it goes down by Oklahoma at the free throw line. They're shooting 2 at the line. First one's up and through by number 11, Davion Harmon. That's an 8-point game. How do I see Baylor fending off against the top offense? D is great, but in terms of firepower, may lay a beating. Second shot, that one's a miss. I feel like they're going to be able to hold their own. I think that's going to be a close game. We saw last year that the 2 teams that were in the national championship, Texas Tech and Virginia, both of those teams weren't really known for their offenses. It was basically defense last year, as Oklahoma got the rebound off the missed Baylor shot. Oklahoma took a 3. The ball got blocked by Baylor. Oklahoma got it back in. We got a foul committed on the court by Oklahoma here from behind. So Baylor going to go to the free throw line to shoot in the bonus once again. 2:27 left to go. If you guys are new to the channel, make sure to hit the like down below, hit the subscribe button as well, as I call play-by-play of basketball action here. 57-49, 2:27 left to go. So yeah, I feel like they can keep on their own against like a top-rated offense or so. First shot in the 1-on-1, and Baylor misses it. You got to hit those if you want to be the number 1 team. You got to hit free throws. They struggled against Texas Tech doing that 2 weeks ago, by the way. Oklahoma got the rebound. 2:15 remaining. Takes it past the half-court. Logan now with the basketball. Lob pass. Over the top here at the top of the key. Christian Doolittle hands it off to Austin Reeves. Reeves moving towards his left. Makes his move. Dribble drive inside. Feeds it over to his teammate Oklahoma. Puts up the jumper. It goes down for 2 by Christian Doolittle. And Doolittle's now got 8. And this one is 57-51 to score. Timeout taken on the court by Oklahoma. 2:05 left to go in this matchup. Oklahoma's hanging right in there. This is exactly what Oklahoma hasn't planned to do in this game, I feel like. Hang in there by like 6 points, 4 points, and if Baylor keeps on missing their free throws, This could be a much closer game than expected at the final whistle. That is for sure. I don't see overtime in this type of the game. I will be shocked if it goes into overtime, but wow, Oklahoma is trying to keep up with Baylor. It's only 6 points right now, 57-51. So yeah, let me know, guys, in the chat. 17 people watching now. Let me know, guys, who you're rooting for in this game. If anybody is new out there, make sure to hit the thumbs up. If anybody is new on the channel, hit the subscribe button as well. Yes, that is so true. Mike's putting out here. Amount of 101s Baylor is just blowing up here. They did that, like, I think they only shot the ball like 54% or so against Texas Tech at the free throw line when they covered them like 2 weeks ago. They were much better against Kansas when they won that 3-4 matchup. Baylor gets the inbound, 2 minutes left remaining. Yeah, today at the free throw line, Baylor here, if I can bring it up at the free throw line in just a moment. Let's see what their free throw line stats are for you guys right now for Baylor. Yeah, 9 for 13. They've missed past couple 1-and-1s at the free throw line as they're 9 for 13 right now. 1:45 left remaining. Baylor with the basketball. Left baseline dribble. Into the hands of Devontae Bandu. Swings it, or he dribbles back outside. Nice feed inside. Low post in. Freddie Gillespie going to jam it down for 2. Gillespie with a backdoor cut. Gets the feed of the basketball from Devontae Bandu and slams it down for 2. That one might have been the exclamation point. 1:28 left to go. Oklahoma trails by 8. They have it at the right corner. Swings it back to the left wing of the perimeter. Catch and shoot 3. This one's a good one. Oklahoma drills it. Showing some signs of life here. 5-point game. 59-54. Austin Reeves with a triple. Still not over. Baylor takes it past the half-court logo. Oklahoma very well in it now. With that 3-point shot, this game has just changed completely. If they can foul Baylor, has been struggling with the 1-and-1s lately at the line. They just have to get the correct shooter to miss. Baylor has it, dribbling. 5 seconds left to go in the shot clock. 51 left to go in the game. Dribble drive inside, misses the layup, and Oklahoma grabs the rebound. Sooners with the basketball, 45 seconds remaining. Shot fake, they pass it over. Open 3, Manic, up in the air. Oh, he drills it. What a game. 59-57, 41 seconds remaining. Brady Manic with 21 points right now. And we got ourselves one hell of a ball game here. Make sure to hit the like down below. Hit the subscribe, guys. Oh my goodness, Brady Manic. Off transition right there as he gets the feed from the top of the key off the pass and drains it down at the left wing of the perimeter. 2-point game, folks. 41 seconds left to go. Oh my. This game is at home, by the way, in Baylor. Number 1 playing close. You honestly don't even know for March Madness who is going to prevail. This is how the college basketball season has been. It's basically like every single home team, like usually the home team wins most of the time. But this weekend has been wacky with a bunch of games filled with upsets. And Brady Manic's got 21, drops down the triple. What a game. Oklahoma needs a signature win. If they get one, they go from bubble to being putting up their seed berth quite a bit in the tournament. Indeed, Sir Smooth. What a game, guys. Make sure to hit that like down below. Timeout here in the court. 41 seconds remaining. Drop the like. Drop the subscribe. If you guys really enjoy what I do, make sure to hit that notification bell as well. I'll be back tomorrow. College basketball action. 2 games. Kentucky, Georgia at 7. Duke versus Miami at 9. Let's see here. Will I be shocked if Oklahoma wins? Yes, I hope you're really shocked because I had said before I had Baylor in this one. Hopefully you guys didn't pick Baylor to cover the spread. They were 10.5-point favorites here. That doesn't look likely right now to happen unless this one goes into overtime and Baylor just kills them in overtime. 59-57, Baylor will get the inbounds. Former player in the NBA, Delonte West, appears to get beaten up in the disturbing video behind the arc fan says, wow. Jeez, that's not good. So we get back to action. Baylor with the ball. 35 seconds remaining. Oklahoma on a 9-2 run. Last 2 minutes 40. Baylor has it at the left wing. Handoff into the hands of Jared Butler, leading scorer throughout the entire season. They put the ball now top of the key. Into the hands of Devontae Bandu. 22 seconds left to go. Baylor with the basketball. They dribble now at the edge of the Baylor logo. 10-second differential. Shot clock and game clock. Shot clock down to 4. Game clock down to 14. Right elbow. Oh, stolen away Oklahoma. Here we go. Fast break. 3-on-1. Oklahoma. Passing back outside. Left corner 3. Oh, it's off the mark with 5 seconds left to go. Baylor gets the rebound. Oklahoma fouls with 3 seconds left to go. Oklahoma had a 3-on-1 fast break instead of going inside. They passed it outside, and Austin Reeves took the 3-point shot at the left corner. and missed it. It was so close. I know that they wanted to go for the knockout punch right there and lead by one. Catch and shoot Austin Reeves. Oh, that just missed. Missed barely by Reeves. Oklahoma follows Baylor. And Baylor will go to the free throw line to shoot now in the double bonus. 2 shots. 2 shots as Oklahoma commits their 10th foul. First one's up. First one's good. Oh my gosh, I haven't called a game like this intense before in quite a while, like an ending of this. 3.5 left to go on the clock. Devontae Bandu shooting his second one at the free throw line. 3-on-1 fast break, and instead of going inside for the layup to tie, they went for the 3 from the left corner and missed it. It was close. Second shot coming up here by Bandu. This one is up. This one is good. 61-57. And you basically need a 4-point play to draw a lot of contact. And if you're Baylor, you're probably not going to give them the contact unless you're like, that was in a tournament game. I think it might have been Baylor. Stephen F. Austin in a tournament game, I think in 2016. Let's see, I'm going to take a look at that. NCAA tournament. I feel like it might have been Stephen F. Austin, the Lumberjacks, in either 2016, someplace around there. They won a game in the 2016 tournament. I know. Oh, West Virginia it was. It was a Big 12 school. Yeah, West Virginia against Stephen F. Austin. Stephen F. Austin inbounded with like 4 seconds left to go. They got a 3 from the corner. West Virginia committed a foul, and they made it to a 4-point play. And then it went into overtime, and the Lumberjacks won. Yep, such a bad call. You go on a fast break transition with numbers, and they had a chance to get the 2. Oklahoma going to inbound it. 3 seconds left to go. Oklahoma past half court now. Takes so much time to pass this. Takes a half court 3. They miss it. And the game is over. So that is it. 61-57, the final. Oh my gosh, if this game had gone into overtime, that would be insane here. I love close games. I would have loved to call it like a overtime game for you guys tonight, but this game has just gone final here. Thank you guys so much. All the new people on the channel that dropped by tonight, I appreciate it. Mike O'Fee, Dre Mangman, 11, MKP Artist, Mike, yep. And you guys were awesome tonight here on the channel. I appreciate it. Don't forget, guys, before I sign off, make sure to hit that like down below. Hit that subscribe button as well. I call play-by-play of college basketball here. Also, the March Madness tournament, NBA playoffs, NBA Summer League on the channel. So if you guys like basketball and play-by-play and follow basketball teams, make sure to stop on by here on Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube. If you guys enjoy football as well, feel free to check out my football channel. It's called Final Yard Football. That is on YouTube also. I put that down in the chat below. Feel free to find that if you guys enjoy football and the NFL. I'll be back for the Super Bowl for my last football stream of the season. Thanks so much, guys. Vaughn, I appreciate it once again tonight. Should be back tomorrow for play-by-play of Kentucky versus Georgia and also Duke versus Miami in back-to-back games. I appreciate it. Old Head Deuce once again, and Sir Smooth, good game, great play-by-play, and he's going to catch me all in the next one. I appreciate it, guys. Mike putting out, I appreciate it, Mike. Thanks so much for stopping by in the stream. Thanks so much here, Mike, as he puts, thanks, man. Sure, we'll see you on TV in no time. Have a good night. I appreciate it. And MKP Artist, I appreciate it as well. Thanks so much for stopping by, both of you, tonight here. Going to sign off on the stream. Baylor wins by 4, 61-57, the final for the #1 team in the nation. Man, a killer for Oklahoma. They had a chance. Fast break there, 3-on-1, but they went back outside, and they missed the 3 by the slightest margin there, and that was the ball game. Thanks so much, guys, and enjoy the rest of your Monday night, everybody. Signing off on the videos. This is Behind the Arc Basketball on YouTube.